beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness.
No! Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
It's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, you laugh.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 701.
Fuck it.
And we have a very special Patreon guest, Lord Magicus. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on, people?
Hey. I also just heard that Jeff Holiday might want to come on, too.
Oh.
So I'm going to add him to the group, and he can jump in whenever he's ready. Let's see.
Lord Jamarcus.
What's up?
How you doing?
Well, I live in PA, and we like an hour ago just basically got shut down by the governor.
How bad is the shutdown?
Any non-life supporting business is now like forced to close under penalty of law. There's fines and shit for that, so
Damn.
It's crazy. I just got off the phone with my boss a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he let you know that, what?
30 days?
Oh, I'm not going into work tomorrow or for however long this is going to last, so I have no idea what's going on at this point, but whatever. I guess everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah, I've been telling people, if you're unemployed now and it's not your fault, you pay into the unemployment pool, all right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Time to get it. Don't be ashamed of it. It doesn't mean you're a leech on society. This is the reason unemployment was created, for this sort of thing. So,
well,
do it.
I do think that, like, there's talk of this $1,000 that Trump's going to send out to people.
That's something different than unemployment.
Yeah, this is not unemployment. This is supposed to be a stimulus or something, but I don't know. I feel like if you're an anti-Trump, if you're one of those Trump's not my president people, then you shouldn't accept the money. Send the check back, because you never were part of Trump's plan. You never supported Trump. You shouldn't expect him to support you. And also, if you were one of those anti-socialism Trump supporters, you should also send the check back. So nobody should take the money except me.
No, send the check to DP. Come on.
Yeah,
right.
Send it to us, please.
Right. No, I'll agree with the second part of that. Like, if you're a hardcore anti-socialism kind of guy, and like they send you the stimulus check, yeah, no, it behooves you at that point to be like, nah, I'm not gonna accept that fucking check there, man. I'm not cool with that whole government stimulus kind of shit. That's okay. All the rest of us who've been paying in for like most of our lives to pay for this kind of shit, we'll take it. We'll totally take it.
Before we move on, got a few sponsors. Well, one sponsor and one promo. So one sponsor, our sponsor tonight, slug.com. We are representing the left on slug.com. You can join. There's an affiliate link below. Yes, it's an affiliate link. It helps support the show if you join slug.com and you're active. Go post some stuff in there. As long as it's not absolutely ridiculous, it's cool. It's a fun place, kind of Reddit-like. Also, right now, if you use the Brave browser, check. There's bats there, I swear. I got a bunch of them yesterday. Send them to us. Click the triangle. Please. I want to make everyone aware, tomorrow, ActualMania 6, we're going to go through the card really quick here, and Billy's going to do his cool announcer voice thing, which I love.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk, we'll discuss the event and everything.
Yeah. Coming to you live, Drunken Peasants presents ActualMania 6. And that's right, it begins with a battle for internet crazy supremacy. We're going to have Goose Wayne Batman go toe-to-toe with Santa Cruz Joker in this destructive, goofy, DC wannabe sicko who's more annoying singles match. Gonna be crazy, but that's not it! We're gonna have a women's match. Little Lunchbox the clown is going toe-to-toe with Tequila, the super god thought. And we're going to see who's crazier. And that's not it. We're going to have Egghead's Championship. Egghead's Championship will be on the line. The Cringerweight title.
Against Billy the Fridge, the real king of cringe.
Yeah, but that's not it. We're going to have a tag team matchup. Shanny for Christ. Revelation News going head-to-head with Jayet and Mama Jayet for the title. Tag team championship, baby. That's not it. We got the ultimate crunch match. We got the Bird Dog Maddox, and he's mad as hell going toe-to-toe with Dick Masterson. And we're going to see, I don't even know what we're going to vote on for this one.
He's mad that I doxed him.
He's mad that he got doxed. But that's not it. We got Alex Jones going to go toe-to-toe with our reigning, returning champion, Gail Ford Schuler, for the World Heavyweight Championship. Baby, that's ActualMania 6. That's tomorrow. All patrons $5 and above will be able to see it live. And you're a $10 above patron, you'll get all our other bonus content.
Citizens of Earth, this is ActualMania champion Empress Gail Cord Schuler, using our computer satellite technology to jam the signal of this broadcast to bring you this important announcement. Laurie McBride has kidnapped Alex Jones and replaced him with an inferior Jesuit clone in an attempt to dethrone me of my ActualMania title. Losing the title will give Laurie and the evil Jesuits, the evil inferior Jesuits, strategic advantage over my men and myself, and we cannot allow this. You Alex Jones clone.
Oh my God.
Who do you think you are? You think lightning bolt. I want it, Lord Jesus, when this video plays, I want my bolts to go after all the Laurie McBride clones and take them all out.
Whoa!
Do you think Jesus Christ would give lightning bolt powers to an inferior leader?
No.
Do you think Jesus Christ would give his semen?
This is a Ric Flair level.
He'd give his semen to somebody. Yes, I will get Jesus Christ semen. You're not going to be getting it in the millennium.
We're getting hacked in real
Jesus
time.
would give me and Brent his semen if I was inferior? So Alex Jones, clone, inferior clone, you think that you with inferior fallen angel DNA can outdo somebody with King David genes. I have the same genes as Jesus Christ.
Who do I owe that?
Any of you out there that think that you know what Jesus is going to do? Jesus, I believe, is going to allow us to defeat the Jesuits. Use my lightning bolt. I'm gonna aim it right at your stinking penis. You think you little punky Jesuit fallen angel DNA inferior clone is superior to Jesus? Who picked me? Who picked me?
Whoa.
And you, Laurie McBride, I don't know what you're going to end up being, and your stupid clones, you're all going to be burning. You know what you're going to look like for eternity? You know what? You Bible blockheads out there, you're going to be worms. You're going to have the shape of a worm. So boast about your perfect calves and boast about your perfect form. Enjoy it while you have it. Because when you go to the lake of fire, the Bible says that you're going to have the shape of a worm. So this is for inner beauty. This is for humility. This lightning bolt is to protect all the people out there who have true love in their hearts. But for a 62-year-old, Jesus has blessed me with a nice figure and a nice face and everything.
Yes, he has.
Oh no! Oh,
it's not over. It isn't over. Who's actually physical beauty is. I mean, I'm obviously hot, obviously.
Yeah.
But the battle is between those who are for true love and those who are against it. Everything. You cannot side. Laurie McBride sides with Satan. You cannot side with Satan unless you oppose true love. So if you allow this evil jackass, this Alex Jones clone, to rule over me, it means you side with pride over true love. Laurie McBride is full of pride. She's too prideful. And all the clones are filled with pride, like their master Satan. When Jesus Christ created the world, and as is described in the book of Genesis, he wanted it to be a world filled with love and freedom.
That's all.
And
that's all
the
she's
world
about.
I yearn for as your leader.
Love and freedom.
If Laurie McBride and her minions win, it will be a world filled with pride and selfishness. So here is for love, for true love. Boom, lightning bolts to destroy anybody who opposes true love. All the sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists, you're gone. You're against true love. Anybody who's for true love, you're a beautiful person.
Gail just called me beautiful.
Thank you.
They don't know anything about love.
We're still going. Okay.
Alex Jones, twerp.
Alex Jones.
They're still here.
Take them all out. True love will prevail. Use my lightning bolts to remove every single person who opposes true love.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here.
ActualMania.
The champ is here.
ActualMania tomorrow. Get it live, $5 through Patreon or Subscribestar. Don't fucking miss it, or you'll get lightning bolted.
Yeah.
Get fucking lightning bolted, motherfucker. I listen. Here's the thing, though. Gail puts in 10 times more effort than any other motherfucker ever does for ActualMania. Even people who try, Gail trounces them. She leaves them in the fucking dust. Try harder, you fucking scrubs. God damn it.
I don't know who's responsible for that, but I definitely owe them a beer. I love you, whoever did that.
Jesus.
I
Jesus
don't know who did it.
That
Well,
was
I
Gail.
guess I'm a Christian.
I'll
now.
never know who did that.
Gail hacked us.
Yeah, we got hacked in real time.
Got hacked by the
wanna
powers of
be
Jesus
an
Christ.
Actual maniac. Wow, dude. I'm still a little high off that. Gail's lightning bolts, they flew right by my head during that promo. They got me feeling exhilarated.
It's been a while since I've actually seen Gail in the bikini, and it was nice to see it again. She's doing good. She's doing really good. She's following the Gail commandments. She's got a kind of a banging body for.
What do you
how
mean,
old she is,
kinda?
Word on the street is Jesus approached her in wrestling gear and let her know that this
It's
was
time.
going on. Yeah,
It's time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
that she's got to get in shape.
right.
Thank you, Jesus.
Do you think there's any chance she's going to be watching it?
I mean, obviously, one of her screens will probably be set. But
could-
she
We could make it a point of sending it to Gail so she can watch if she wants to.
she's got a lot on her plate.
Empress and all.
I'm not expecting her to watch the whole thing. It will be on one of her screens, I'm sure. She must have multiple screens to keep herself in tune with all she does.
So I just realized something though. So with this whole coronavirus thing going on, I was supposed to go to Belize next month, That's not happening now because everything's all fucked up. VidCon was supposed to happen. That's not happening anymore.
I don't think that's happening.
There's no VidCon?
Yeah, I doubt it.
No, I doubt. Yeah, dude, I fucking doubt it. So instead, I think what I should do, I should buy a ticket to Florida so I can go and like spend the weekend and hang out with Gail. I should do that.
GailCon?
Yeah,
don't give her the Coronas, Jeff. What if you pick up the Coronas on your way there and give Empress Gail the
I already
Coronas?
had the Corona. Do you not understand? I already had the Corona.
When did you have the Corona?
Last week, dude. I had the fucking Corona. I had the fucking gnarly ass fever for like 3.5 days.
Weren't you with Ben last week?
But I didn't have it.
No. That was a week and a half ago. I was with Ben, and I think I caught it on my way home when I was going through Seattle.
He was on he came back at a different time than I did. He came back on a different he came back on a bus and then he took a plane home.
So did you give the Corona to Vaush?
I don't know. I've been messaging Vaush asking him if he feels sick. He doesn't feel sick so far.
Today in
so I don't
2018,
know.
the last male northern white rhinoceros, Sudan, died, making them extinct in the wild, and the only possibility of their survival is now in the stored sperm we have. Also, Jeff, where's the eyeliner and black lipstick? Is that Jim Arc?
Do you really want to know where it is? I mean, like, if you're booking me for my OnlyFans special private event,
She squirted.
She squirted.
She squirted, guys. Yeah, Shatty for Christ. Yeah, I made her squirt. That's why there's this weird dried crusty shit all over my lips.
Listen, she squirted and it smelled like cat piss, but what I really meant was she smelled musky. Like pheromones.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm not happy with this conversation right now. I was so happy with Gail, and somehow you guys destroyed that.
Everyone, please like the stream. We're going to move on to the next part of the show.
All I'm saying is if I'm not going to hang out with Leon Lush and Justin Wang for VidCon, I'm going to go to Florida, and I'm going to go hang out with Gail. We should do that instead. That'd be more fun, wouldn't it?
I would say don't travel. Like, the reason why everything's shut down is because we're on high alert, so why travel?
Well, I mean, not right now.
I'm already immune now.
Yeah, go. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You can get double Corona, dude.
Fucking double Corona.
Yeah, you can get. They say you can get double Corona.
Yeah.
I read this morning that diarrhea is one of the first symptoms to the most deadliest strain of Corona too. That someone sent that to me, and they were like, "Hey,
someone said that to me."
Sent it to me.
They
sent a link. They said, by the way, you gonna die, honky. And I was like, oh no.
Let's get into the news.
I'll put it up.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it.
You better well learn to love it, clone, Alex Clone.
So we're going to talk about a bunch of idiot, college kids that went to Florida.
They kids. They party.
If I get Corona, I get Corona.
That's Shabisky.
I think that's
He shaved off his mustache.
At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. You know, I've been waiting. We've been waiting for...
What's that? Why is his face so red?
Because he's already got the Rona.
He got the Ronas.
Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months. So we're just out here having a good time.
We planned it for 2 or 3 months. It's like, okay, who cares? That's not that long. I don't understand.
To a young, dumb kid.
Right.
That's the world.
No.
Whatever happens, happens.
Like, it's really messing up with my spring break.
She looks trash. Look at her eyes.
Yeah, they all look like they eat ass after the toilet paper shortage.
What is there to do here other than...
Yeah, let's turn Daytona Beach into a concentration camp. If you went there to hang out and do all this dumb shit in the big crowd, fence these fuckers all in and make them stay there until it's over.
Do you really think...
Be like, how much do you like the beach now, motherfuckers?
I don't think these people are capable of concentrating.
Oh, they'll be concentrating really hard. Really hard.
and go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it. It's really messing. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
Doing us bad. We need a refund. This virus ain't that serious. It's serious.
What do they need a refund on?
Hey, DJ COVID.
It's more serious things out there like hunger and poverty, and we need.
They're not even comparable. They're totally different things.
Hey,
hunger and poverty.
You know, there's hunger and poverty out there. So who cares?
What a dumbass thing to say.
Who cares if grandma get diarrhea and die? Who cares?
Right.
The hunger, poverty. Let's spread it across the world.
Hunger, poverty. Yeah, we could close all the bars and restaurants to end hunger and poverty, you know? Like what?
These people make me ashamed of my species.
No. That can't be the answer here. Look at we're 3 for 3 on some of the most colorful characters I've seen on CBS.
When is there going to be a low IQ virus that just takes all the low IQ motherfuckers out of the gene pool?
Oh, the worst thing is the low IQ people just get knocked up early. They get knocked up before their brains are fully developed.
I don't know.
To address that.
Yeah, I mean, we planned this a long time ago. And
no, you didn't. You planned it like 5-6 months ago.
It's another one, my dude. It's the Pumpkin Queen here, ready to fucking give us her opinion at the St. Patty's bar that never got switched over.
I want to get gangbagged in a hotel room tonight, and I can't now.
Now I'm Now I'm about to get gangbang in a trash can instead. Oh.
It's kind of up in the air if we still go, but like we're here. I just turned 21 this year, so I'm here to party, so it's kind of disappointing, but we're just making the most of it. We met these other people in our little...
Oh, see, you're on your way. You're on your way already. Yep.
Airbnb spot, so we're just hanging out with them and trying to get drunk before everything closes.
Oh, closes! You know what? You're right. Alicia said she looks like she puts toilet paper rolls in her cheeks.
She's playing a chubby bunny right now. This is the best part about all these people is that they are right where they need to be for the end of the world. You know, just leave them. You don't have to quarantine Daytona. You don't have to do anything. They're gonna just drink themselves into a hole they can't crawl out of. They're fine. Goodbye.
Who's the next one?
Yeah, I know. I want to say. Let's say they have one normal person who's like, yeah, no, I actually just live here. I just came out to look at the
What if
fucking
someone's
weirdos.
like, I don't know. I'm kind of worried. I'm wondering if maybe I should just go home.
Please, somebody.
Right.
I mean, it sucks, but we're gonna make the best of it. We're enjoying ourselves. It sucks, and I'm from New Orleans, so this really sucks. However,
what does being from New Orleans have to do with it?
Well, because she's Party City, man. New Orleans is Party City.
It's not right now, right?
Should be, though.
Ourselves.
However, Ben, we still got to hear the however. It could be something groundbreaking.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. It's going to blow my mind, I'm sure.
we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We having day parties all day. It's my birthday, St. Patrick's Day. Turn up.
We're just trying to roll with the boy. We're just living for the moment. We're just gonna do what happens when it happens. When stuff closes, we're gonna do it when it closes. But besides that, we're just trying.
What hairstyle is that?
I crawled his way out of a dumpster. Like the theme is dumpster diving here at Daytona 2020.
To have the best trip we can.
Yeah.
Excusez-moi. Pardon-moi.
Oh shit! Why does our stream keep getting hacked in real time today?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Maybe in here, but I thought maybe I add a little bit to offer here. I have to say, this is very disappointing footage. I like the low IQ female showing up. Maybe talking about having a
low IQ female showing up, you say? JF, you fat little Frenchman. Do you want to eat my ass?
Listen. I apologize to you, Shani, for Christ, but there is no IQ to be found in your vacuous asshole.
Do you want to eat my ass? Or do you want to stick your whole head in my cavernous for JJ?
Listen, I
JF, I put my hand in this jar of mayonnaise, and it feels like a cavernous for JJ. JF.
Yeah, stick your fist up there, you fucking tard.
Oh, no.
Don't you love it?
It's not mayonnaise. It smells like cat piece. JF, it's not mayonnaise.
I feel.
We gotta get like a new ad blocker or something. Firewall.
Absolutely fucking not.
How does this keep happening all the time?
Yeah, we gotta update our passwords or something. I don't
We're
know.
getting hacked in real time.
Fuck.
All right, so the White House, even today, because they do a daily coronavirus press conference, and today they were like, hey, don't go to spring break.
I want to speak particularly to our largest generation now, our millennials. I have the mom of two wonderful millennial young women who are bright and hardworking, and I will tell you what I told to them. They are the core group that will stop this virus. They're the group that communicates successfully, independent of picking up a phone. They intuitively know how to contact each other without being in large social gatherings. We're asking.
So the people that only communicate through social media are the ones that are going to stop the
They're gonna
virus?
save us.
Not the people that come up with a vaccine or anything
No,
like
it's
that.
the Emoji Movie's gonna save us.
Weren't the millennials the ones that were just in Florida trying to party and get drunk instead of like self-isolating?
Probably some millennial and probably some Zoomer too. Yeah.
All of them to hold their gatherings to under 10 people, not just in bars and restaurants, but in homes. We really want people to be separated at this time.
Wow.
To be able to address this virus comprehensively that we cannot see, for which we don't have a vaccine or a therapeutic. The only thing we have right now is the amazing ingenuity and compassion of the American people. Now, why do I think the millennials are the key? Because they're the ones that are out and about. And they're the most likely to be in social gatherings. And they're the most likely to be the least symptomatic. And I think we've always heard about the greatest generation. We're protecting the greatest generation right now.
Is she making any sense at all?
No.
I don't
no,
understand what
none.
she's even saying.
No, none of this makes any fucking sense. Well, okay, everybody has to have social distancing and this, that, like, okay, fine. Well, then we can't go to bars. We can't go and group in, like, restaurants and that sort of thing. Okay, that makes sense. But this extra flowery kind of shit that she's trying to say makes no fucking sense to me at all.
Yeah.
It's just blather. It's blather.
She's really like the worst Doctor Who, I think, yet.
Is Trump her companion?
I think so, yeah.
Because Doctor Who always chooses a companion,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And that's the retardus behind them on the wall there? Or
The retardus.
Or the White House or something?
Now.
Look, nobody has more than like 6, 7, maybe maximum 8 people in their sex party anyway. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, if your orgies are more than 10 people, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
The children of the greatest generation. And I think the millennials can help us tremendously by having, plus they need to communicate with each other. Public health people like myself don't always come out with compelling and exciting messages.
No shit, Sherlock. Like this one right now, you big doofy fucking bitch.
You know, I start off this thing saying that the millennials are really good at communicating without communication, and now I'm trying to communicate to you that it's time for them to communicate because we're not good at communicating.
Waka, waka, waka. Fuck off. You and Trump have the same hair, by the way. He just brushes it forward.
That a 25 to 35-year-old may find interesting and something they will take to heart. But millennials can speak to one another about how important it is in this moment to protect all of the people. Now, you could be 40 and have...
Okay, Squirt Vonnegut. Wrap it up.
Has she completed a single thought yet?
No, she's all over the place.
Yeah, the only thought on this entire screen is the cutie behind Trump there. Wow.
The black guy?
The bald headed, yeah, the bald headed cutie.
Because the black guy is way cuter than that fucking scrumpy looking bitch with the awful sensible haircut.
Oh, I didn't see her. I was talking about the bald guy behind
Have
Trump.
a significant medical.
He's not behind Trump. He's behind.
He's technically behind Trump. I don't know this girl's name.
You could be
I'd say
30
behind her.
He's a
and having
chocolatey
come through-
handsomeness.
I guess, yeah, my bad. I should have said the fucking cutie behind J.K. Rowling. I don't know who this fucking woman is.
He's a little choco pop, whatever. It's fine.
Whoever this woman is, she's trying to tell me Dumbledore was gay the whole time. It pisses me off.
disease or non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and be at a significant risk. So there are risk groups in every age group, but there's more millennials now than any other cohort.
Okay.
And they can help us at this moment.
Trump's like, usually I'm the dumb fucking in the room. What the fuck? I wish they would have had Marianne Williamson give that speech. Hey, y'all, you know what? Y'all the young ones, we got to say to you, just keep doing what you're doing. Stay inside. Don't do a spring break, though. I swear to God, you can get pregnant in the summertime. It's fine. Don't worry about getting your abortions in April. It's okay.
It's all about love and reaching a higher consciousness. And if you don't reach that higher consciousness, I will fucking kill you.
Virus challenge includes licking plane's toilet seat. Boomer rant.
I was looking at this chick earlier today. She's an old Dr. Phil guest.
Hey, alumni.
Yeah.
So
why I lick the toilet seat? Now I'm running for president.
Is this where she licks the toilet seat?
No, it's not.
I have seen that. Like, it's
In times of viral outbreak, why not make a viral video? That was the thought process of TikTok user Ava Louise, who once appeared on Dr. Phil's show as a rebellious teen and confessed, I want to have purpose and meaning. The self-proclaimed Instagram influencer tried to give herself just that by making a TikTok video showing her licking an airplane toilet seat, with the words, coronavirus challenge, overlaying the clip. Please RT this so people can know how to properly be sanitary on the airplane, Louise posted. As of Wednesday, the video had more than 460,000 views on Twitter. Per Louise herself, she'd hoped that TikTok would catch on. I'm looking for a record deal and a reality show about my messy life, she tells people, which notes she's posted inflammatory tweets about the virus previously, including one that read, coronavirus is for poor people and poor people only. Many weren't happy with Louisa's stunt. Put her ass in jail, tweeted the View's Megan McCain.
Okay, so she licked a toilet seat to try and get a record deal.
Yeah.
Like, not being good at music. That's not important, right?
But Ben, wouldn't it be cool if everybody knew I had that hot shit?
Wow, DJ COVID in the mix. Megan
What else are you
McCain.
supposed to do? Like, Harvey Weinstein's going to jail, so how else do you break into the industry now?
I mean, look at all the people who have singles out there who aren't good at music. It don't have to be good at music.
Oh no, I know, and
you-
it gets more and more that way too. Like when the other Bad Bobby or whatever her name is,
Bad Baby.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The one from Dr. Phil, the Cash Me Outside.
Cash Me Outside. How about that?
Yeah, she's talentless and she has a record deal.
She's not talentless.
Yeah,
she's
is.
actually she's decent.
Or you could be Mark Rebellet, and Mark Rebellet in the past like 4 fucking days, his shit got reposted by Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg. Why? Because his shit is fucking fire. Mark Rebellet is fucking amazing. And that's just because he's talented.
Or maybe he's their weed dealer.
No, because he's talented. You know who Mark Rebellet is, don't you?
I don't know who that is.
What?
Is that Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa's weed dealer?
Oh, dude, Mark Rebellet is the shit, dude.
Is he talented?
So fucking good. He's so talented.
I can't wait to see him.
From day one of this election season, which started about a year ago or so, I knew that the memeable candidates like Yang and Tulsi Gabbard would fall in line. And I do want to mention, Biden teased that he's going to have a woman vice president no matter what. And now today, Tulsi Gabbard is endorsing Biden.
Our nation is facing an unprecedented global crisis that highlights the inextricable bonds of humanity and how foreign policy and domestic policy are inseparable. We are all in this together, and we must all rise to meet this moment in service to our country and our fellow man. This is not the first time that we have faced adversity together, and it will not be the last. After the terrorist attack by Al-Qaeda on our country on 9/11, we stood together as Americans, motivated to serve, marshaling our forces to defeat our common enemy.
I like how everything she's saying now is just all leading up to her endorsing Biden, and she's saying all this really nice sounding shit now before the bad shit happens.
I and so many Americans all across this country enlisted in the military to do just that. Likewise, today, as Americans and all of humanity, we face a common enemy. It is once again time as Americans and as neighbors in this global community that we stand together once again and work hand in hand to defeat this new enemy, the coronavirus. Throughout my life and throughout this campaign, my motivation has been to serve God, our country, and the American people as best I can. I feel that the best way that I can be of service at this time is to continue to work for the health and well-being of the people of Hawaii and our country in Congress, and to stand ready to serve in uniform should the Hawaii National Guard be activated. Now, after Tuesday's election, it's clear that Democratic primary voters have chosen Vice President Joe Biden to be the person who will take on President Trump in the general election. I know Vice President Biden and his wife, and I'm grateful to have called his son, Beau, a friend who also served in the National Guard. Now, although I may not agree with the Vice President on every issue, I know...
You disagree him your campaign disagreed with some of the biggest issues with him. That's what I don't understand. I mean, you said that the Iraq War was a horrible choice that killed a bunch of soldiers, and Joe Biden was in favor of that.
The only thing I agree with Joe Biden on is his neck kisses. They're so sensual.
Tender.
They're tender.
I know that he has a good heart, and he's motivated by his love for our country and the American people. I'm confident that he will lead our country guided by the spirit of aloha, respect, and compassion, and thus help heal the divisiveness that has been tearing our country apart. So today, I'm suspending my presidential campaign and offering my full support to Vice President Joe Biden in his quest to bring our country together.
He better give her
I will continue to advocate for a 21st century foreign policy, one that's based on mutual respect and cooperation instead of confrontation, where we as a community of nations can work together to overcome the great challenges that our people face, preventing and stopping pandemics like...
Fall in line. Party over country. That's the Democrats. They serve their party before all else.
If she's got the vice presidency in pocket,
I don't know if she does, but she
we don't
might.
know if she better after
He
this.
already,
she
Joe
better
Biden,
have it.
Joe Biden already said he was choosing a woman. I don't think he's going to go back on that, and you have to think about who he might choose.
He's not going to choose her.
If he's not going to choose her, she shouldn't have done this, because she just gave him the full fellatio, the full blowjob,
and
She's
he's
like,
going to
"Look."
get the few delegates that she won too.
Okay, all right, look. I'm gonna have to break everybody's fucking hearts right now on Tulsi fucking Gabbard, but here's the fucking problem.
I think she broke everyone's hearts on her today.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Toxic
because
masculinity.
the problem has been there for a long fucking time. Tulsi Gabbard was raised in a fucking cult.
Yeah, I know that, and a lot of people know that. I'm just saying, like, people were convinced that she was not enough people, but a good amount, like a sizable amount of people. And this was the candidate Jimmy Dore was singing the praises of.
Well, Jimmy was fucking wrong. But the problem is that like when I say that Tulsi Gabbard was raised in a cult, I'm not blowing smoke up your fucking assholes, okay? She was raised in a cult by a guy by the name of Chris Butler. This guy is a pseudo-Hindu Hare Krishna-esque fucking wild enlightenment kind of fucking dickbag who's been around for fucking years. Okay, this guy has taken root and hold into the islands of Hawaii for a long fucking time and trying to influence people for local politics there. This is a real fucking problem that people in Hawaii have been dealing with for like 20 years. When she's making these steps into trying to like get into mainstream politics and whatnot, I'm like, okay, yeah, well, Tulsi's cool. She's anti-war, I like her policies, but there's that whole cult thing, and I'm like not really very cool with it, but I shut up and I didn't say any fucking thing. But like now that I don't have to worry about it, I can actually say this bitch is a fucking cult member.
So
she's been a cult member.
I'd rather a cult member than a Catholic.
There's only ever been one Catholic president ever.
He was a good one too.
And he got killed.
He was a good one.
It's just as bad. It's just as bad. It is just as bad to be a fucking cult member from some pseudo Hare Krishna fucking woo-woo wanky bullshit than some like fucking hardcore Catholic.
But is she really a cult member? And can we really blame someone because they grew up in a cult?
And the power behind that cult compares nothing to the power behind the Catholic Church.
Of course we can still condemn them for being raised up in a cult. Of course we can. Of course we can.
If they're not a member anymore,
Quit
and they
victim
don't
blaming, Jeff. No.
She is still a member. She's still a member. Like a year and a half ago, Chris Butler was still going and like and talking to her at these like live events and shit. No, she's not out of this fucking cult. She's still in it. She's still in it. She's obviously still fucking in it. I was still willing to vote for her because, like, well, if you gotta like judge between like a pseudo Krishna cult and like the Republicans and the Democrats, I'd still vote for the Krishna cult. But like, it's still not good. It's still not good.
I've never seen evidence that she's still in this cult. If someone could provide me one way or the other,
what's some of the stuff this cult's doing that is bad, right? Like what's some of the bad stuff they've done?
Well, gee, Billy, let's like how often is somebody who's a hardcore Catholic doing something that's really bad and negative for society?
Well, yeah, I'm saying the majority of Catholics aren't bad, right? But they do help
the organization.
They do
is
help
bad.
hide a lot of bad stuff. So, like, what's some of the bad stuff this cult's charged with? Are they grooming kids?
It's kind of like you got to make the distinction between the members and the establishment, right? Like the Catholic Church does horrible things, but there's so many. I mean, not all Catholics are bad. Same thing with. Citizens. The citizens of Iran are probably mostly good people, but their government is shit. You know what I mean?
The Mormon Church.
Sure. Like all I'm saying is like I still like Tulsi, but anybody who takes umbrage with me saying the word cult, stop for a second, take a minute, like a day or two, and look into what Tulsi's background is. And if you're still comfortable at the end of the day, after everything you dig up for 2 days worth of research, and you're still cool with Tulsi, like cool, that's fine. But you should look. You should look.
The way you're speaking right now.
If you're still comfortable with it, like that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm not comfortable
the
with
way
it.
you're speaking right now, you're like boogeyman, but you're not telling me if the boogeyman's under the bed gonna suck your toes, if the boogeyman's in the closet gonna eat a baby. What's the boogeyman doing?
If I thought the boogeyman was like a huge problem, I would have been screaming about it every time I got on this show before now. I'm only saying it now because
I remember seeing you tweet at people about this before, though. I've seen you mention this before.
I did. No, yeah. I did. I tweeted a few people about this.
I thought the growing up in a cult thing just made her hotter. I was like, man, Tulsi's the whole package. She's raised crazy. She's wicked smart.
you could be raised by a fucked up cult and be a really good person and be a good leader. You totally
look
could.
Look at all the people that came out of Scientology that are good people that knew better to leave. A lot people have left. And like the Westboro Baptist people, like the younger generation left.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, no, it's great, dude. Awesome people came out of Scientology. Awesome people came out of the whole, yeah. They all came out and they ended up being great people. Yeah.
So,
but they came from those fucked up religions.
Well, yeah, but I think all religions are fucked up.
But this one's different because why?
It's
still
the
fucked
same.
up.
It's I mean, hey, she's in a cult. Hey, they're a Christian. Hey, they're a Muslim. Hey, they're fucking the Jewish. They're Scientologists or whatever it is. I think all of it's a little like, okay, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. It affects your perspective on the world, but it really doesn't affect mine if I don't let you fucking affect mine with it. So please live your little fantasy world. But what are the problems of this cult? What is this cult doing? Are they going around Hawaii getting all the pineapples and fucking them?
Let me tell you what. If you are totally fine with somebody leading and directing your life through public and social policy, and their intrinsic values are directed by an extraplanar magical invisible sky leopard in the sky, and that is totally, you're comfortable with that, well then have fun.
Every president we've ever had claims to believe in a magical, born of a virgin, came back to life after dying.
Until one of those fuckers swears in on a cookbook, I don't think I'm going to see eye to eye with him.
Right.
And honestly, I can't say I'm comfortable with any of that, and I never have been. But
so why are we screaming boogeyman right now at Tulsi? That's what I need to know. She was raised in a cult. You know what? That makes me more interested in her. I want to listen to her more now.
I would need to know how involved she is with the cult.
I mean, if she's out there sacrificing kids, I want to know if they were good or bad kids.
Brought up in the cult, I can't condemn her for that. But if she's still active and taking orders from them and stuff, maybe.
Look, all I'm saying is, like, I have always been 100% mostly invested in trying to find that one secular fucking candidate. And Tulsi is the actual antithesis of that secular candidate. Not only are they the antithesis of like a Christian, but they go like hardcore into the other realm. And I'm not comfortable with that any more than I am with like a Catholic or Protestant-led leader either. I want secularism. That's what I want.
I think that'd be awesome, right?
In my fucking country.
That'd be awesome. I would love that. I would love a secular president, but I would take that secondary to a good president. I don't care if you were in a cult, if you were in a fucking Christianity, Muslim, Jewish, Scientology. If you were a good president...
No.
I don't care.
No, it's a problem. No, it's a problem. I don't care if they're the wisest motherfucker. If all of their wisdom comes divine from like some fucking bullshit magic sky leopard person in the sky. No,
that's not all their wisdom.
Problem.
That's a part of their operating system. That's only a part of their operating system. Okay.
No, I don't fucking care. I'm sorry.
If they're so blinded by their
sweet boys,
if they're so blinded by their upbringing, if they're so blinded by their religion, their belief, then that they can't be a good president, then they can't be a good president. I don't think that. I don't think your Christianity or your lack of which is what makes you a good president. You have to be outside of yourself, making choices for the greater good. And if
your good values are entirely based upon the imagination of whether or not you're perceiving a punishment in an outer fucking planner sort of situation beyond death, I don't trust your moral fucking compass. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not down with this. I'm not fucking down with this. Our morality should be based upon the most immediate fucking concerns of us and everybody fucking around us. That doesn't have anything to do about a moral judgment or a punishment that's going to happen after we die. Yeah. No. That's the most cowardly fucking bullshit on the fucking planet. If we're going to have the most moral the most moral, secular, most cohesive fucking government ever known to man, it has to be done without the threat of death. It has to be done outside of the possible potential, like, punishment that some extraplanar sky leopard's gonna levy on us. It has to be done for the sake of us now. You and me, our families, and everybody around us now. That's how we base our morality. Not on something pretendy time.
Yeah.
After we die.
I think we all agree with that, but why is this on Tulsi Gabbard's plate all of a sudden? Why is this triggering it?
Because she's in a cult!
Literally every president ever has had their little baby cult.
And that's why
Some
they all
larger. I mean,
shit, they're all terrible.
So never vote again, Jeff, because, I mean, you're not going to be able to vote for, I mean, like, everybody is, right?
This was triggered by a young Tulsi Gabbard.
Secular president or riot.
You know what? You know what, Jeff? Jeff, remember when we got into that? Jeff, remember when we were in Canada and we got into that taxi cab? What did that taxi driver ask us when we got in there?
What was it?
He asked, did you guys, because we told him we were from the U.S., he said, did you guys vote for Trump? And I was honest and said no.
Stand up.
And you said no.
Yeah, I was honest.
No, you voted for him.
Stand up.
Ben, I lied when I told people that I voted for Trump.
He didn't lie to the driver. He's not sick.
He lied to everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the whole joke. You don't remember that? That whole thing was a fucking joke.
Was that a joke?
To vote for Trump?
That he voted for...
That I voted for Trump. Yes, that was a fucking joke.
You didn't really vote for Trump.
It doesn't really matter either way, right?
Trump. I've been fucking with people for 4 years using that. What the fuck? Of course I didn't.
I mean, I have no way of knowing. You know.
Damn it, Jeff. Now I feel like you owe Trump a vote this year.
Maybe I do. I don't know.
I did a burp.
Yeah, you gotta pay him back for that like $1,000, $2,000 he's gonna give us.
Oh no.
I guess I need to know more about the cult. I feel like the cool thing about cults is they're like microbreweries, you know? they're very local, they're self-sustaining. They're usually green. I appreciate that. I don't like the big mega church aspect of bullshit, but I don't like the Budweiser of existence. I don't like that. So I need to read more into this cult. When you're like, Tulsi Gabbard's in a cult, and I hear that she's throwing like fuckable virgins into a volcano, then I'm like, okay, now we have a problem. Those virgins could have been used first.
Right.
So
That's
you
fair.
sent me this, Billy. I guess they've announced the characters for the new Warriors.
Oh yeah, this Marvel magazine coming out looks super inspiring.
It's something.
It's Marvel.
New Warriors was an old series.
Make mine Marvel.
It's kind of an old series.
It's from the 80s, right? 30 years ago.
This is a reboot of it.
Well, yeah, it's not a reboot.
It's like a
they'll kind of explain it as it comes on, but the new Warriors are back now, and they are the authoritarians. Okay, before they were like the outlaw, like new kids on the block, but now they're the ones kind of in charge, and in that charge, they got to take care of the new Warriors.
I see. I think that one character is Speedball, right?
Yeah, probably
Speedball. Starfire.
Yeah, the five in the back, they're like the old
DC, buddy.
Yeah. I was like, who is that person in the back right, though? I know that's DC, but who is that person?
They'll go through the names here as it comes through.
I see Speedball, though.
But they're going to explain it to us. Let's
right,
watch
all right.
because I just this is a delicious gem of comic book future. I love it.
My name is Daniel Kibblesmith.
Shout out to Daniel Kibblesmith.
Kibblesmith.
Yeah.
So his ancestors made dog food.
Yeah. No, I'm very, very proud to see him get out of the Alpo industry and into the comic book industry. Because he made it to the game feeding the dogs, and now he's gonna make his riches with what the dogs push out afterwards.
Back in medieval times, his ancestors made dog food.
and I am the writer of New Warriors #1. I got interested in the New Warriors later. I remember seeing them on the shelf when I was a kid, picking up comics in the 90s and just feeling like they were too cool for me. Like I was intimidated by, Night Thrasher.
Thrasher.
Guys, I remember picking up the New Warriors when I was a kid, and I'm like, they were too cool for me. So now you see me now.
I gotta make them less cooler
I have
than
to make
me.
comic book characters that are not cool enough for me, and that's really hard as a son of the fucking dog food industry.
Had a blade.
I
coming
love
out
that
of it.
he is just as much a stereotype himself as the characters that he did for this.
So I was gonna make myself a character, but we couldn't trademark the superhero name Limp Wrist.
Wrist. Nova was really buff. They were all the edgy characters
Nova.
For the 90s.
Namorda,
as the cover said.
right? Yeah,
New
yeah,
Warriors,
Namorda.
I thought were
Namor's
really interesting characters
girl.
because
Yeah.
they occupy this really cool space.
Who's the
They're-
woman?
I think they might say. I don't know.
They're forever young, but they've now been around for 30 years. My editors on the previous books I'd done, like Loki and Black Panther versus Deadpool, asked if I would be interested in doing a New Warriors tie-in.
So is he the writer or the artist? I
The
missed
writer.
that. Okay.
Yeah, he's the writer. He's bringing you New Warriors, Comic 1.
Actually poses them as the authority figures in.
So now they're the authority figures. They're no longer the New Warriors. They're in charge of the old guard, and Marvel has shut down being a superhero if you are young. You
It's
can't as a kid.
Firestar, isn't it?
Firestar.
That's why I called her Starfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, it's Firestar. I got it mixed up. Yeah.
Conflict instead of the rebel.
All right.
That's weird how DC has Starfire and Marvel has Firestar.
It's not weird. That's literally what they did all the time.
And
They-
they're kind of similar too.
They just
in a way.
ripped from each other every chance they got.
Yep.
Well, there's Starfire and Namorita. I don't know what
Namorta.
the dude in the luchador mask is.
The guy on the left is Speedball. I don't know who the big
Well,
guy.
I know the Speedball, but the problem with Speedball. Is like Speedball 10 years ago was known as Penance.
Penance? Huh.
Yeah,
I think the
do you
guy in the
remember
back.
in the '90s he was Speedball.
I think the guy in the back in the mask is the Gimp of Cook County.
Right. Okay.
And I
So
really
so
liked-
in the 90s he was known as Speedball, and then like the main Marvel event, Civil War happened. Civil War was where he got tricked into attacking a dude called Nitro who exploded, and they caused massive amounts of civilian death, which caused Tony Stark to want to like put all the superheroes into a registration, and Steve Rogers, Captain America, to fight against it, which is like a larger scale version of what they did in the movies. And Speedball was so guilt-ridden because of how many people fucking died because of them trying to film a reality TV show that he donned a suit full of like internal spikes so that his entire living and every time he moved was nothing but poking and prodding himself, so he felt nothing but pain, and his whole life was the penance for all the people who died in that giant explosion. And that was what.
Was he a Catholic by origin?
He might as well have been, yeah.
Well, I didn't know if
much,
that was
yeah.
part of his character. Like he took it on as penance for his Catholic upbringing. Or if they just made the character out of it.
Because the new
Sounds pretty like
Yeah, well, that's totally Catholic, right? That's what they do. The lashings, self-lashings and stuff. Was it one spike for every person that died, or was it just lined with
Yes, it was.
spikes?
It fucking yes, dude. It legit was.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know who this fucking character is. Never heard of it before. It
All
just
right,
sounds. It's
we
predictable.
got to hear about these characters here.
We got some
Do we
time.
have to?
No, we do have to.
We actually have to do
We
this.
do have to, guys. This is fucking lovely. Marvel really outdid themselves on this one.
Warriors who are under 21 and subject to the
Okay, so Chunk. Oh, that's not her name. I'm not sure what her name is. Let's play.
laws that triggered the outlawed event. This new law is making it illegal to be a vigilante under the age of 21.
Yeah, y'all, you can't be a vigilante under the age of 21 anymore.
Hold on, though. If you're a vigilante, you don't follow the law anyway, right? Right?
Well, you know, vigilante.
They made a law against being a vigilante. Does that not already exist?
You just can't do it under 21, y'all.
Artist on New Warriors #1 is Luciano Vecchio. He designed all of the new Warriors and gave them costumes that felt
like they were printed on the side of a Crayola marker.
This is trash.
This is so good. Okay, oh god, we gotta get these fucking characters. They're beautifully done.
modern as the New Warriors costumes sort of feel classic and instantly familiar. So the first character that we're introduced to is Trailblazer. She's
Okay, y'all, Trailblazer. She grew up, her name was Dora. She was an explorer, but then she was banned from exploring. So you'll see her superpower.
a group home and foster kid who is volunteering at a senior center when this mysterious threat shows up and Night Thrasher runs to the rescue. And because she helps him, she ends up in the crosshairs of this new outlawed law, and she inherited...
I like how... Look, hang on. Like, I get that these are going to be really cringy, but, like, Night Thresher is going to be the character that ties them all together. Night Thresher is the guy, is the 1990s New Warriors hero, and his superpower is he has a skateboard.
Ninja.
I'm not fucking around right now.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around. This dude came 1992, around the same time as Nightwing, and instead of Nightwing in the Marvel Universe, we get Night Thresher, who's a dude who literally has a couple of sticks he hits people with, and a fucking skateboard!
Yeah. And Jeff, what does Dora the Explorer have as her superpower?
From her grandfather, a magic backpack.
A fucking magic backpack! Hey y'all, I couldn't go exploring. I couldn't go exploring no more due to this vigilante outlaw, y'all. So I had to take my magic backpack, and now I just use it to conjure up Twinkies whenever I want to. I used to have a monkey named Boots, but I didn't have the backpack on me, so I had to eat him. Jesus Christ.
No swiping! Swiper, no swiping!
Dude, they literally put Dora the Explorer in a fat suit for this, but that's not it. They have many other characters.
Of divine origin. We picked the name Trailblazer because she's somebody who charges into action.
Yeah, she runs after the ice cream truck. She
knows that she can do some good with this, mysterious gift that she's been given. Screen time is...
Oh, the next character, baby. Screen time. You got to see screen time.
No!
Ben,
I know what? No!
Ben, you got to see screen time.
I hate the name
Look,
much.
If you thought skateboards were cool in the 90s, what's cool in the fucking 20s, dude? In the whoring 20s. Let's figure it out right now.
Is a internet kid taken to its sort of logical conclusion. As a youth, he was exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet gas, and that has...
What's up?
Experimental internet gas!
What's up, everybody? This is Screen Time here, and I gotta say, I've literally got unlimited screen time as my superpower.
Patched him permanently into...
Kid sitting there one evening until my grandpa let out his experimental internet gas!
Hey y'all, my grandpa's gas gave me unlimited access to the internet.
The gas!
Well, that's what the internet tubes are for, to carry the internet gas.
The World Wide Web. The word screen time is only ever used in a sort of restrictive sense.
Hey guys, I just, you know how screen time's usually used in a restrictive sense? Like kids, you only have 4 hours of screen time today. For us, you know what we did? We gave him the name Screen Time, and then we gave him unlimited screen time.
I like legit. Okay, here's the thing. I always say like, okay, violence is wrong. Violence is wrong. Like guys, like no, let's not be down with violence. Violence is not cool. I would beat the shit out of this person. This man on the screen right now, if I had the chance, I would beat him up. I would fucking physically assault this person.
Hold up. Jeff, chill out. Chill out, man. This guy's gonna need a safe space.
And because we're doing a story about teenage rebels, a lot of the names are about teens fighting against labels that are put on them. So with screen time, we liked the idea that he has infinite screen time. Snowflake and Safe Space are...
I have the power of screen time right here.
Hey, you don't have infinite screen time. That battery needs to stay charged. You only have 24 hours in the day. That guy's got quantum screen time. Let's hear about the cool new duo, y'all. Snowflake and Safe Space, y'all.
Oh God,
Are
no!
twins,
Please don't do
and
this
their
to me.
names are very similar to screen time. It's this idea that these are terms that get thrown around on the internet that they don't see as derogatory, to take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor. Safe Space is
get rid
kind
of
of
him.
a big
Fire him,
burly...
fire him, fire him, fire him, fire him.
It's okay. We're taking it back. We're taking it back.
Stan Lee should become undead and go and fucking devour this dude alive.
Make him be the eater of worlds, the eater of twerps.
Sort of stereotypical jock. He can create force fields.
This is your stereotypical jock, by the way.
All the jocks at my high school had pink hair and wore skin tight, sleeveless.
I'll tell you what. Even if they did, they had better butts than this. Give this guy a better tushy. Like, you know who you're trying to appeal to with this. Make his butt better.
I can't believe this is a Marvel Comics thing.
It's
this
so good.
art is shit.
It's so good. It's the new artists. It's new Warriors. They're gonna look super cool. This is the 5-pack colored Crayola Happy Time Hour.
I legit thought it was a parody the first time I saw this. I didn't think it was real.
It's so good.
Only trigger them if he's protecting somebody else.
Trigger.
His powers are only triggered if he's protecting somebody else. Guys, I'm helpless by myself, but I'm kind of like your safe space. Just stick around me. Luckily, he's always got a friend by him. And who's that friend?
Snowflake is non-binary and goes by they, them. Snowflake has the power to generate individual crystallized snowflake-shaped shurikens.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah!
No!
Yeah!
No!
Yeah!
No, they can manifest shurikens?
Snowflake-shaped shurikens.
Okay.
They're snowflake-shaped shurikens. Are they frozen or are they just shaped like snowflakes? Are they actually ice? Like, that's what I need to know.
The snowflakes don't identify as shurikens or ice. They're non-binary as well.
Okay.
Quotations of the words.
Can we stop for a second, please, please? Like, look,
Morton, please be careful with that shuriken emoji.
Okay, I need a fucking minute here. So, okay, okay. It's fine. It's fine. You want to go and have like this like super woke fucking thing with your comic books and shit. I get it. It's cool. I get it. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Comic books have always been, historically, the very first bastions of which we actually embrace progressivism. That's true. It's absolutely true. Comic books and all their other types of like print and artistic mediums are how we embrace types of otherwise a little bit harder to swallow progressivism. That is true. The X-Men, for example, have been historically in ways in which like we have tried to address class inequality, racism, tropes of xenophobia, all this type of thing for decades and decades. We've been trying to address this using things like the X-Men. This is the perfect medium to address this. It is. It absolutely is. Nothing has been more progressive than comic books, ever. Anybody who says that comic books are not historically progressive is a fucking lying cocksucker, and you can eat my fucking asshole. You're a fucking lying cocksucker. That's the truth. But there are fucking limits. There are fucking limits. Getting to the point where you're like, listen, their name is Snowflake, and they throw magical shurikens. Like,
and they're
no,
non-binary.
Dude, you know what? Yes, you have taken that long-standing tradition, that beautiful, beautiful amount that we have to try and weaponize progressivism and actually try and make an interesting and thought-provoking way in which people have to address this. And instead, you've made a fucking mockery of it. And now it's a fucking clown show. It's a clown show all because you decided to just ejaculate your fucking progressivism onto the fucking bullshit medium. Like, I'm sorry. Calm down. Stop.
This is white man woke, right? This is
this dude is so proud of himself.
Yeah, he's like, I'm doing something for the culture. No, dude. This is like this is Al Jolson. This is Mickey Rooney. You're putting on woke face, dude.
There's already been like genderless comic characters in the past, like going back decades.
And
that's fine.
No one was like, "That's so brave." It's just like, yeah, this is the character.
And
nobody gives a fuck about it.
There's always been characters like that, and people are like, they identify with them. I know when I was a little fat kid, I liked Kingpin a lot because he was a fat guy. I was like, oh yeah, fat guy. You identify with people like you more than other people, but you know what? When someone just if I didn't identify with the Blob, I wasn't like, oh yeah, fat guy, because that was right in my face. I was like, obviously he's the fucking fat guy. I don't identify with him at all. He's
in the X-Men animated series, the Blob's voice sounds like your fat person voice. Yeah.
Damn. Called out.
Nothing moves the blob.
Nothing moves the blob.
There's a word that we can apply to it, and that word is the delineating factor between whether or not it's like in good effort or it's bullshit, and that's finesse.
Yeah.
Like if you have somebody who's like a larger person, or somebody who's like a non-binary person, or somebody who's like coming from a place of like very much alienation, and you use finesse, you use clever evocative writing to try and make people think about what that person's life experience is like, that's good. That's finesse. That's interesting, right?
Okay.
When you demand that people then have to try and think of things from this perspective, or you're a bigot, that's the problem. That's the difference.
But wait, Jeff, maybe there's some finesse on the last character here. Because we should give this last character
it's not over
a shot.
yet.
I think there's some more finesse here. This character's got layers. All right.
Snowflake in the culture right now are something fragile. And this is a character who is turning it into something sharp. Snowflake is the person who has the more offensive power, and Safe Space is the person who has the more defensive power.
Did this guy just have like a creative writing degree from some community college?
They found him on Reddit, short stories.
Oh, okay.
They're like short stories about woke or long ideas. Our short stories, long ideas.
The idea was that they would mirror each other and complement each other. B negative is...
Okay, Jeff, listen up, y'all. The next character, it's B negative. Listen up. Look at the depth and finesse on this character.
The goth kid. When
he's the goth kid.
And by the way, I saw him.
Oh, it's the goth kid.
I saw him earlier, and he does not look goth at all.
Well, no, hold on. Give him. You realize they all have to be color coded like the Crayola they were drawn from. Okay. So you don't forgive the red
B
goth.
negative. What a dude! This is so dumb.
Hold on, y'all. Listen.
He was a baby. He got a rogue life-saving blood transfusion, we assume from Michael Morbius. And now he has a very similar...
So he's not a goth kid. He looks like a fucking vampire. I mean, like, what is this?
Hey, y'all. He's a goth kid, okay? Goth don't have restrictions.
They just said he got his powers from Michael Morbius. Michael Morbius is the living vampire.
Right.
Yeah, a blood transfusion as a baby.
He was a Spider-Man character, right?
Also, Morbius. I hate this fucking character, by the way, but go ahead.
But wait, no, you said you wanted finesse and depth. B negative has two meanings, Jeff. Listen.
Look, and very similar vampire powers. B negative also is obviously a pun. It's a blood type, which is great for a vampire character. And it's also...
Oh, what else is it? Mr. Kibblesmith? Mr. Alpo Maker?
Yeah.
Proud ownership of the idea of having a bad attitude. I want the people who read Our New Warriors to feel all of the...
he wants to be negative.
He wants to be negative. He's got a he's like the emo vampire kid we all fell in love with, y'all.
Excitement that they felt if they read the 90s one. We want it to have big, colorful characters, personality clashes, romance, a diverse cast, which is something that the New Warriors titles have always...
Yeah, that backpack is full of like weird, bad dragon shit.
Sex swing.
Yeah. It's gonna be gross.
Take the fucking Captain America shield off the wall and beat this guy to death with it. I'm sorry.
I would. Dude, I would, bro, in a heartbeat. I would. Listen, I would kill this man for you,
No,
okay?
you wouldn't.
I would beat him to death while he screams and cries for your mother. Oh,
It's a horrible joke.
it's not a joke. Dude, the coronavirus is about to fucking rampage us all. You think I'm not gonna first and foremost cook and eat this fucking human being right here?
I don't even think you would cough in his general direction. I think you're a puppy dog, Jeff.
Spit, I'd cook him and I would eat his fucking flesh. Why? Designs in comic books are shit.
You're a blue-eyed baby-faced puppy dog, and you wouldn't hurt a fly or a kibblesmith. I wanna say about this. All these characters, as terrible as they are, as contrived and terrible as they are, it all comes down to the story. And if these comic books are actually good, then good for this guy here, no matter how corny these fucking characters are. Good for him. But I bet you the story fucking sucks. And I hope that people hate these characters enough that they stay around and come back as mega fucking villains. Because how great would this social justice warrior team be? Fuck the New Warriors or the social justice warriors and their snot-nosed little angry fucking millennial brats, and they just show up in everybody's favorite comic book, and we fucking hate the shit out of them. The Die Rocky Die, you know, when Rocky Maivia was debuted, and they thought they had everything figured out in WWF in the 1990s. Young fucking champion. They hated him, and they fucking wanted him to die. They said things like, y'all were saying today, this guy should die. And what did he do? He became the greatest ever because he embraced the hate. Let them turn these characters into some fucking villains and watch that shit write itself.
Priority. Every New Warriors comic has always felt like a reflection of the year that it came out. And I don't think we're worried about being dated. I think we're way more interested about it being now.
We're way more interested about it being now. Well, we need a nice, woke, gender fluid comic book. Let's give it to Kibblesmith.
Kibblesmith.
He's usually getting pansexuals to show up on his Tinder preferred.
I'm a pansexual.
Ayo.
Nobody gives a fuck about New Warriors. Look, okay. I gotta be honest with you. Nobody gives a fuck about New Warriors. Nobody has given a fuck about
Nobody
New
gave
Warriors.
a fuck about Guardians of the Galaxy, though, either, and that was revived well.
No. Hang on. Nobody gave a fuck about New Warriors for the past 25 years. Nobody gave a fuck about the Guardians of the Galaxy until they got a movie.
Right. That was
good. And then people suddenly cared about the Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, when the New Warriors gets a movie that's successful, then yeah, I'll agree with you. But they
it's gonna
won't
have these characters
because
in
it sucks. They suck.
Right.
Dude, they're terrible. It's a terrible property. Honestly, The Runaways is a way better property. Along the same lines as the New Warriors, they did get
a little corny.
Show. The show wasn't very good, but the comic was actually really good. The comic was good.
Hypothesis, just echoing what I said, my dude. What if Woke Warriors became the right to censor of the comic book universe?
Yeah,
that would be fucking dope.
And that's right. That concludes the news segment for the most part. Feel free to read the Streamlabs, and then we'll move in to the next part of the show.
Oh my God.
Send us your bats. If you have the Brave browser, please send us your bats. You have them. Click the triangle right here on the video. Click send a tip. Also, please sign up for slug.com. It helps us so much. I'm begging you. I am forever in your debt if you do that, because that's a thing that helps us a lot too. We keep giving you free ways to support the show. And for those of you with a couple bucks to spare, there's a goal for the bonus show up at the top of the screen. Check it out. Yeah.
Hypothesis said, what if Woke Warriors became the right to censor of the comic book universe? Hypothesis said, Jeff, you doxed someone, promoted Kilroy, defeated Mundane Matt, and put out Twisted Transistor. Why should I trust your moral compass? Because Jeff is an all-around sweet bud, dude.
Because I was still right. Out of all those situations, I was still right.
Still right to censor. PT Ham, thank you again for all the love you show us. Hypothesis again said Jeff was a homeless druggie and lead singer for Korn. I think he's throwing stones from a glass house at Tulsi.
That's true. That's actually that's actually really true. Most people don't know that. But when we actually recorded the Korn self-titled album, I was actually homeless when I provided the vocals.
No, that's not Korn.
I don't care. They all sound the same to me.
So
all day I dream about sex. All day I dream about sex. See, that was me.
Sounds just like him.
Yeah,
that's right. Just like him. You mean just like me?
Boo Killy said back in Ireland from Thailand after teaching English, left after anti-white tweets from the Thai foreign minister, lucky and managed to get out. Spare a thought for those of all countries stuck in a foreign land who are trapped because they are fucked. Yeah, it's crazy to think that we don't know when they'll be coming home if they're stuck outside. There might be people that are... will they get refugee status? What do they get?
They'll have to let them back eventually. They can't be like, our government can't force another country to keep them, and I guess maybe they could claim us like refugee. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how long this lasts.
Satan gave his regular 666 and said, Gail, answer your DMs. Damn. Why you sliding in on Jesus' territory, Satan?
She was too busy cutting a promo. And you know, she was jamming our signal, and while she was jamming our signal, the Jesuits were trying to jam her signal.
Yeah, that was scary. Dildor the Penetrator said, all hail Empress. Billy marked out hard as fuck. I did. That was great. Ben said, I think I got something that you're really going to like. A surprise for you, Billy. And when I saw that, I said, you were right, Ben. You were damn right.
Dildo knows what's up.
You're damn right. Bappy Compton.
Fuck yeah, the shark.
What's up, the shark?
Jeff jumped the shark.
Did you jump over?
I did. Oh, dude, like, listen, okay. Like, I at some point tonight, I'm sure I jumped the shark. Either between me ranting about some random ass shit or me screaming about Tulsi, I'm sure I went water skiing right over the shark. It's fine. It's okay. I'm sure I did.
That was Spirit Flame also came in right after the shark said, supporting my favorite podcast, working during these times means I really need something to uplift me. Be nice to cashiers and workers in grocery stores.
Yes.
Love you, sweet boys.
Yeah.
We love you too,
Yeah.
Spirit Flame. Thank you. Glad to have you here with us week in and week out, and you show your support and many ways for the show. Appreciate that. And everybody who does. If you are still working right now, I hope everybody shows you the love and respect you deserve in these fucking times. I'm trying to be a sweet boy everywhere I go from a distance. I want my social distancing. I like that idea. I like being 5 or 6 feet away from people, but I can still smile from 5 or 6 feet away. So just be happy, people, as much as you can now, because we need it more than ever.
Can I just say I'm really uncomfortable when Shanny for Christ shows up. Whenever JF shows up, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah,
it's not a sweet boy thing to do.
No, anytime Shanny for Christ like interrupts the stream, it just makes me really uncomfortable. I immediately just get really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't like it.
She's a big fan of yours.
Yeah.
Of mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually true. No, that's actually true though. I talked to her recently, and she actually is kind of a fan of my shit.
She is. Yeah, Jeff, tell him. Tell him she is. She is a big fan.
Shut up.
Also another big reason to support the show now is that I've decided that I'm going to provide all of the wonderful fans of this channel a new show that you've all been screaming for years now. It's called Drunken Peasants Presents Roll Call with your host, Joe. And it's going to be a bi-monthly, or it's going to be a twice-a-month show is what I mean to say. Twice a month. So the next one's April 5th, and then the one after that is April 19th. It's a call-in show where you, the people, get to reach out to Joe and talk to him. And he's not always nice. People got offended, too. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Joe taught me a lot about how windmills reproduce using wind jizz.
Yep.
It's true.
Yeah.
Bappy Compton said, my erection is really confused. The Robot Chicken MLP says, oh no, Gail's hacking us in real time. And Bappy Compton said, cough, cough, cough. Don't cough on us, Bappy Compton. Take your social distance. Killer 99 came in clutch last moment. The only person who can beat the new superheroes is Captain Kekistan. Whoa. Whoa.
Dude, you don't want to invoke the name Captain Kekistan.
You don't want to invoke Cap Kek. Woo-wee. That gets us all caught up on those sweet nothings. Thank you guys. Thank you.
You know, when you Google the web of alt-right influence and you look right in the center of it, someone we all know's name comes up.
Of course, there's a creamy white center
right
to
in
the
the middle
alt-right.
of the web. Mundane Matt's kind of like off to the side of it.
No, he's off to the side. Even people like Andy Worski is like up and off to the side. Who's right in the fucking middle?
You.
Who's me, bitch, me, bitch. Who's right in the middle of that shit? Me, bitch. That's right.
Me.
Yeah.
Chatelet, my little kekarinos. It's fine. I don't mind. I always wanted to be a hate symbol. It's fine. I'm cool with it.
You keep it up, you're gonna end up in the Cringerweight Belt Championship or whatever.
Did you,
dude? No, I don't compete. I don't compete. It's totally fine. Like just listen. It's just nice to be nominated. I'm not into this dick weight.
Right next to
shit.
Baked Alaska.
What is this? A list of Drunken Peasants guests?
Dude, wait, Ben, have you ever watched Baked Alaska's Yang Gang?
Yes.
Cringe rap.
Yeah, when that first came out, I saw it.
Okay.
If you start at Milo Yiannopoulos and move your way right, you just go through like guests of Drunken Peasants.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
I like people, especially people with opinions.
And
you know what's weird? Like I talked to the girl who actually did this analysis and whatnot, and like she had a point.
Joe Rogan should not be on here.
Well, a lot of people shouldn't be on here if you're thinking of it as an alt-right list. This is just somebody's list pinpointing the connections in social. What was it? YouTube only or social media?
It was YouTube only. It was YouTube only. And here's the thing, though, is like I asked her very specifically. I'm like, there are people who are hardcore lefty people who are not involved in here, and I bet they have more connections than I do. And she was like, yeah, they are. But I had reason to edit them out. And I'm like, that's not very fair.
Destiny's on here, and he's very left-wing.
Yeah, well, no, and Christy Winters has more videos about Sargon of Akkad than damn near anybody else on the fucking planet. And Christy Winters was edited out of the influencer web. And that's the thing that I was asking about. And so, yeah, I mean, like, it's real. There's a point, but it's selectively edited.
I like how Candace Owens and Owen Benjamin almost line up, so the name Owen Owens is on there.
You're awfully close to Richard Spencer on this here, Jeff.
Am I? Where's Richard Spencer?
He's over on the right. He's on the other side of Warski.
Chris Reagan is like interestingly placed.
Chris Reagan is?
Tim Pool is actually pretty much in the center of it.
Yeah. Stuck in the middle with you.
It's weird that Heinrich Palmgren is so way up there too. Like you'd think he'd be a lot closer in, because he's actually like a hardcore legit alt-righter. It's very weird. It's very weird.
It's a stupid list.
What do they even count as like a line in here? Just like if these people talked ever or something?
These are all lines are from people. They all go out to people they doxed.
No. What this is like, this is lines of connection between like the YouTube algorithm connecting certain people with certain other people. So like if you zoom in really close, there's not a lot of lines of me and Baked Alaska, even though me and Baked Alaska are right next to each other. There's not a lot of lines connecting us. There's a lot of lines connecting me and Andy Worski, me and Sargon, me and like Tim Pool, Blonde in the Belly of the Beast, because these are all people that I did streams with.
Dude, where the fuck's Based Mama?
Yeah, where's Based Milkers at?
She's gone, man.
I guess it's kind of a weird thing though, because like I watch Kyle Kalinski's channel a lot, and almost every single time I'm done watching one of his videos, the YouTube algorithm immediately plays like a Fox News article, and it's like,
know.
Yeah, Fox and Kyle have like nothing to do with each other, but the algorithm seems to think they do. So like
weird.
That's kind of like
So
it'd be on the thing, I guess, but it's weird.
I just recently I was on a live stream with Chud Logic and Dylan Burns. Both are like hardcore left wing political YouTubers, right? And they're nice guys. They're interesting. I don't necessarily agree with them politically, but like Dylan Burns and Chud Logic, they're nice guys. We started talking about that specifically, about that connection between different YouTube channels. And I was like, look, here's the thing. When you're looking at this kind of connection, the YouTube algorithm does not know the difference between watching a Computing Forever channel video and linking you to Sargon of Akkad, or watching a Christy Winters video and linking you to Sargon of Akkad. Both of those YouTube channels reference Sargon a lot. One negative, one positive. The YouTube algorithm does not know the fucking difference.
I get it.
So they both can actually link positively towards his channel. So that's the thing that you have to pay attention to.
Jeff, I have a surprise for you that you're absolutely going to love. We're going to move into the next segment. I would like for everyone to please like the stream. Here we go. All right. You're going to love this. You are going to love this, Jeff. Check this out.
Oh, okay. Ah!
Hey. What are you doing here? I'm having a cookie.
You're having a cookie.
A green chocolate chip cookie that you made for St. Patrick's Day.
A green chocolate.
Wow, the decoys.
St. Patty's Day chocolate chip cookies.
Decoys got a lot older.
Yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you see how this looks.
Yes, I see how it looks.
You walked all the way into this room right now.
From where I was working into the kitchen to
where
have a
you
cookie.
were working.
Yeah.
It's a skit.
Is this?
Wait, this isn't real?
Is
this reminds me of an Onision skit, honestly.
I heard he's doing a whole lot more things like Onision these days.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm just waiting for Joe to walk down the stairs here.
Oh, dude, yes! Oh my god!
Have a
Walk
seat.
down and slap him in the face and start fucking his wife.
This is a new episode of Have a Treat with Chris Hansen. Today we have green cookies made by our 47-year-old decoy, Lenola.
There TV interviews. You get the YouTube.
I was on the road shooting a television show just 10 days ago.
He's always talking about shooting television shows. Where are these television shows played?
Probably True TV.
They don't exist. Look. And somebody's like, well, it does look like he's homeless, right? Yes, he's homeless. This is his girlfriend's fucking house. He doesn't live here.
I mean,
I heard he has a small closet in Connecticut with a fold-down bed, and that's a residence as well. He's got his mom has a house he stays at sometimes. Or I think his mom passed away, huh? Yeah. So he's got places. He's not technically homeless. He's got places. He's got places.
Not technically homeless.
He's got
not
places.
Technically homeless.
Jeff,
well,
he's got
fuck
places.
My asshole.
He's got places.
Places.
He's got places.
I'm amazed. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
says-
No, by all means, I want to hear. I want to see this amazing.
He says he
sketch.
was shooting a TV show. He said he was shooting a TV show 10 days ago. There was reports that he was in jail that 10 days ago, and that's where he was at.
That's not true, right?
There were reports. I don't know if it's true or not. I do know that he had his last guest he had on, the girl that runs the Internet Archives of Onision, was booked during that period that supposedly he was in jail or filming the TV show, and he had to reschedule her, and he apologized live to her for rescheduling her from that weekend. Why would he schedule her when he had a TV show to film?
Good question.
That's the question I want to know.
That's a great question.
That's the only
Jeff,
question
did
I
you
gotta
see?
ask.
Did you see the Chris Hansen interview with the girl that like runs a blog about Onision, and she seemed all high?
You know what's interesting? I did see that.
I knew
and let me
someone
tell you
that
something.
starved themselves to death because of Onision.
I thought that was so interesting. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Not literally to death. No, literally starved to death. Literally.
Also, she claimed that this is how bad of a guy Onision is that she had friends that said their significant others made them watch Onision. They made them watch. That's how bad of a guy Onision is.
How could they?
This is how bad of a guy Onision is. That girl said the first time she saw Onision, there was like a fever above and this immense darkness.
That was so
How
great.
deep does this depravity go? How deep can it actually go?
Yeah, Onision is basically Michael Morbius, and he groomed these B negatives all across the internet.
This
And
week
you're getting
on
a cookie.
coronavirus and
Chris.
on a predator case with Davi Vanity.
Chris, explain this to me.
I've been working all week.
Help me understand. Explain.
I can't travel because of concerns over
of the
coronavirus,
coronavirus.
COVID-19.
And you
I'm
thought
trying
you'd
to
come
be
in
a
here and get
responsible
a cookie
citizen. Yes,
in
a
the middle
cookie.
of the day.
A cookie.
While there's TV and
We are being responsible by staying home and not traveling and
Wow,
potentially
guys,
spreading.
they're just like us. They're just like all of us, aren't they? They're just like us, quirky couples. We're like, oh, well, we don't want to like get infect anybody with COVID-19. It's fine. It's totally okay. They're just like us.
Look,
I think he spent all the time watching Onision videos just so he could learn how to like copy that style, try to make himself like a channel.
Onision would have had multiple cuts and background music and stuff in this.
And he
stuff.
would have been in drag at least once.
Yeah, and then he would have shot her in the forehead by now, like,
or backhanded her or something.
Yeah, this is lacking so much of Onision's pizzazz, but it really is based on the heart of an Onision video.
Well, he's just starting out. He's gonna like learn to work those things in.
This is like Egghead's first series of videos, which were obviously inspired by Onision, but still had a little more editing than this.
COVID-19.
I have the
It's socially
transcripts,
responsible.
I have receipts.
It's a cookie,
I have
Gabrielle.
texts
It's a
that
cookie.
You do other things.
It's a cookie. I
Wow,
want
that's
it.
important. And you're in your hand.
It's
Yeah, I don't know if that's a cookie. It's green. Is that?
He said it was a St. Patrick's Day
I think that's Yoda.
Yoda?
I tried to make it work. Lord my Jesus.
It's just a cookie.
It's just a cookie.
Yes, you made the cookies. I have to eat them before they get too old.
This is just a cookie.
That's the truth.
That sounds like an Onision comment.
Look at this, Chris.
Well, you know what, Gabrielle? You know what, Gabrielle?
What, Chris?
Then
What?
I don't want this cookie.
You don't want the cookie.
You have the cookie.
You
I don't want the cookie. I don't
Chris
want the
doesn't
cookie.
want the cookie.
I don't
Chris
want the
doesn't
cookie.
want the
Wow, that old man's gonna
Guys,
saunter
spread
away.
Chris Hansen.
He doesn't want the cookie now. It's too old.
Hey guys, he doesn't want the cookie.
Yeah, what is she gonna
quirky.
say? What is she gonna say? I gotta hear this delicious commentary.
Positivity, not germs.
Spread positivity, not germs.
Yeah, that really sucks. Like, with social distancing, positivity is really the only thing you can spread. You shouldn't be swiping on Tinder. You shouldn't be doing any of that good stuff. Unless you...
Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy. Billy, my friend, do I sense some hesitation? Do I sense some quaking in the boots? Ooh, I think I do. Ooh, that tastes so good. Ooh, I love the smell of nervousness in the morning. It makes me gyrate all over the fucking place. But my friend, you are going down tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a glorious day for all to remember. For all to remember, you are going to fucking go down. Go down. You're gonna go fucking down. I don't know why I'm fucking spinning like this, but you're gonna go fucking down. Well, now I'm fucking dizzy now. But anyways,
Billy,
my
you're
friend.
gonna go down. Billy, you're gonna go down.
If that kid keeps spinning, he might go down.
You are going down. You will bow.
You spin me right round, egghead, right round, like an egghead baby, right round, round, round.
You cringe me right round, Eggy, right round.
To the king of cringe, you will bow to the king of the cringe-weights. And when I win tomorrow, there's going to be a celebration at hand. There's going to be a wonderful celebration at hand. All will be allowed to come.
How did you get into Jared's room to film this, egghead?
See the glorious as we cut the fat, literally, of young Bill Fridge. Old Bill Fridge, young Bill Fridge. We don't know. We'll still have to find out what's inside of that Bill Fridge. Come on down. The king will be here, so let's have some fun, shall we?
Dude, how much fucking speed did he do before he shot this?
I don't know, but I love it. I love everything about this. This is great. This is great. Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. You gotta match. You gotta match majesty to majesty.
We are in the darkest time.
You know what the funniest part about this is? You lose no matter what.
No.
If you win,
I know,
you lose
I
because
know.
you're more cringy than Egghead, but if you lose, you lost to Egghead in something.
I want to lose. I think that that's a good idea.
You lose either way.
The lose is a win.
That's tough. It's a tough one. At what cost our souls? At what cost?
I'm calling it now. I think Billy's gonna take this.
You think so?
I think so.
No.
I think Egghead's desire to really win this and Billy's desire to really lose this is gonna make Billy win.
No.
Quick announcement, post show tonight. We're actually going to do it through Vimeo. Because now we have live streaming through Vimeo. So when we do the post show, we can play stuff that we wouldn't normally be able to play on YouTube. Like we don't even care. Like we have different music and do whatever we want, which is pretty awesome. So if you want to catch us on the post show tonight, it'll be on Vimeo, just like last time, and it worked really well. It's gonna get better and better and better. What's wrong?
Just not too comfortable right now.
Dude, he just destroyed you with that promo too, man. You don't even what are you not even gonna cut a promo?
No, I think Billy is gonna Joe Biden this shit. He's gonna go into like this voting process and just obliterate it, having done no campaigning at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Tulsi Gabbard
I think we need to see like
for
a limited edition Drunken Peasants Plex Storm stream. That'd be great.
Bad boy King Cobra JFS back at you with another video.
Hey, it's Scuff Chef Holiday.
As always, are you ever gonna stop trolling? You're not even my real dad, dude. That's pretty fucking sad when people go to such lengths to troll me. Like, let's pretend to be Cobra's dad on the internet. This will be hilarious. Bye-bye, loser. Why so many dislikes? Because haters love to hate. Chris did not quit the show. He was never a part of the show. The thing of it is, when I have my friends on YouTube, they're not necessarily a part of the show. They're there, you know? Like they're a featured guest, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's what they do. Even though I hid his account, the person made another one just to troll me. I'm like, you got blocked from my channel, so you make another one just to continue trolling me. That shows that I rule.
This video was so like shitty quality.
It's low res, yeah.
That it makes his eye look like somehow even more wonked. Like it's a not just wonk. His face is now wonked. He looks like a Pablo Picasso painting.
Yes.
Your sad, miserable life. You know that? That's what that shows, that you worship the ground I walk on, and secretly you can't handle it. So every time I block you from my channel, which I don't mind because it's like I'm playing with my trolls before I destroy them. Well, if I'm not the real King Cobra, then how come I'm streaming on my King Cobra JFS channel? Hi,
Good
user.
question.
Will the real King Cobra please stand up? I repeat, will the real King Cobra please stand up? So I got a harmonica in the mail.
Oh my god, I can't wait to hear him play it. If it's anything like his guitar playing, he's a virtuoso.
Thank you to whoever sent that. This is a Swan harmonica. Hashtag not a sponsor.
I don't think anyone thinks you have sponsors. I don't think he was even making money off Tactical Soap. I think he was just promoting it. I don't think he had like an affiliate link.
I think he had an affiliate link.
Did he?
Yeah, they hooked him up with one. I'm pretty sure.
Then check out swanharmonicas.com.
It's hard to fuck up playing a harmonica because it plays like a chord no matter where you play on.
Speaking of instruments, I bought this this bugle from an antique store. Let's see if it still works. Bugles are hard to play if you don't know what you're doing. If I can get one solid note at least.
Get the brown note. Get the brown note, my dude. Shove it up your ass.
There we go.
Everything about this reminds me of a particular situation. The heavy breathing and everything.
I'll give it to him. He is getting a note out of it, and it is hard.
You think you could do better?
I would have to play around with it for a little while.
There we go. That was beautiful. I got a couple.
It wasn't beautiful, but he was making one note. It's hard to even get a note out of it if you don't know what you're doing.
Couple notes.
It is true.
What can we do to entertain the people?
Same thing with a
on live
trumpet.
stream? Oh, look it.
Or a fucking
trombone.
Trombone, yes.
Oh God.
Or tuba.
And you're dusty
all
as
those
hell, dude.
brass
God
instruments.
damn.
Why is he so
I work
dusty?
at a funeral home. You work at a funeral home. Yeah. I'm used to seeing assholes with no lives. And today's no exception. Fuck you. Fuck you. Thank you, Of Age Fanboy, for the $2 donation. Delete his comment. Yeah, he's being a troll. I don't get why people do that. They'll sit there and you just got deleted. Dude, leave the poor kid alone. I don't like him. I hated going to school with him. But ripping on him because his mom's dead is pretty fucked up, okay?
Stop
his mom died
attacking
of
his family.
cancer. Leave the
Yeah.
poor kid alone.
Cobra's a sweet boy. Cobra's a very sweet boy.
Just because I don't like him doesn't give you the right to make fun of him. Your trolls suck. I know they do, Sean. I know.
Your troll suck. I love his fucking puppet.
And you can't smell your shit on nowadays. Oh, God. Ow! Yeah, that comment's going to get you banned. Bye-bye, troll.
Bye-bye,
troll. Trolls are slayed. No, for real.
Slaying the
Sean's
trolls.
29. He's not a child. I'm not the one singing here. It's this guy. Cobes, you need singing lessons, and you need to get a life, dude. You sit there and donate just to talk shit. Hi, user. Bye-bye, loser. You know, that's just how stupid my trolls are. Like, you can sit there and talk shit for free. You don't have to donate to talk shit. But you think just...
Dude, let them donate. I mean, you might as well get a donation out of it, right? I mean, don't tell them, you know what, you can do that for free. Take the money if they're giving it to you.
Because you donate money to my Google AdSense that I'm not going to ban you for talking shit. Huh, that's hilarious. Right? I'm not being mean to my...
I mean, you're the one that's always overdrafting your bank account, so maybe you should just keep it and not ban them. Maybe they'll keep coming back.
Yeah,
fans,
take
dude.
a couple of good trolls.
I'm being trolled. People will
yourself a
sit
nice
there and
$60
literally
pizza.
donate money to talk shit. How's that me being mean? If anything, they're the ones being mean. Wow, you're not even my real dad, dude.
Wow.
I don't e-beg. I offer services in exchange for money. How am I an e-beggar if I say you don't have to donate, but it's greatly appreciated? An e-begger wouldn't
Quit e-bagging, dude. Quit e-bagging,
I can't
dude.
believe you do this.
Yeah, quit e-bagging. By the way, guys, we are 36.60% to our weekly bonus show goal, which is a service that we're providing. A bonus show every Saturday.
I just added. I added 2 more days a month where I could have a day off, and now I'm going to be streaming again.
If we make it to 80% of the bonus show goal tonight, I'll take my shirt off.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
stripping Jeff Holiday.
Yeah, but I mean,
off.
like we're already under halfway there, so like you got to get 80% of the goal for the weekly bonus show. I'll take my clothes off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And if we can see King Cobra take his shirt off, I will get a 80% full erection.
I feel like if me and King Cobra, had an opportunity to like talk
In a hot tub with shirts off?
Nah, well, I mean, like obviously that would make it better, but you know, like it just in general, a conversation. I bet we could like plan a fantastic show together.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. I want to hang out with King Cobra bad. I want to go to Wyoming and take him to his local sports bar and just buy him drinks.
Yeah.
What's his drink of choice?
Dope as fuck.
Half Mountain Dew, half Budweiser? Is that Bud Light?
I'm just saying. Jeff should take his pants off to become Cox Holiday. I mean, like every little dono counts towards it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cox Holiday.
Yeah.
Cox Holiday. I mean, Ben's come face to face with Cox Holiday a couple of times, but
No, I haven't. You liar.
Fucking have. We were in Vegas. Come on.
I did
man.
not come face to face with your dude. Come on, this is weird. Why would you say such a thing?
It was
not with literally my cock, but
there was patron footage of Jeff naked.
The existential crisis that is my cock. Yes, of
that
course.
was a
You had to-
different. That was a different trip. That was the Portland one. He wasn't naked, but I think
It was Portland.
That was the gay chicken match between
Jeff and Joe.
Yes.
Yeah. And we settled that actually that night that neither me or Joe blinks when it comes to gay chicken. We just
I think Joe gave up. I think he was like, "What are you doing?" He did eventually kind of be like, "Hey."
Well, it's because Joe's not really gay. He's just
not really gay.
He's just gay until somebody makes him do it. That's why
I
he
feel
hid
like-
from Andy Dick the whole time, because he led Andy Dick on.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah. I don't blink when it comes to gay chicken. I really don't. I feel like though that if me and Joe had to do gay chicken again, I think we'd probably just have really hardcore gay sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
How far do you go? Do you end up like marrying him just to prove that you won't blink on it?
I mean, marry, no, but like exchange fluids, yeah, just to prove like I'm not gonna let go, and he proves that he won't let go, and like we just end up fluid swapping, whatever. It's fine.
I think the last world champion of gay chicken had to relinquish the belt because his HIV wouldn't turn into full-blown AIDS. Felt bad for him.
Right. The nice part between me and Joe is we each have legitimate full-blown HIV anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, the HIV is not the only thing full-blown between you two.
Oh my God! Oh, absolutely not.
These AIDS jokes are fucked up. Somebody should play this goddamn video.
Say that. Hide user from channel. You're not even my real dad, dude. Get bent. That's not my real father. Well, people seem to think I need singing lessons, which is funny because I'm a damn good singer. Get back up there, you bastard. No! If I can shriek like Danny Filth, I'm a pretty good singer. I'm just saying.
Quick, y'all. Shurikens in the chat for that cold ass songstress right there. Shurikens in the chat.
Well then, let's pick a song to do while hanging out on live. No copyright infringement intended. That song belonged to Dio. All right, so
Okay.
I'm going to
No,
produce
really?
a green chi ball for you. That's my specialty.
Really?
Yeah, I can do any color, obviously, but green's one of my favorite colors. So, centering my chi. Thank you for donating your time, your money. You don't have to, but it's greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, Cobes.
Anyways, YouTube, thank you for watching the live stream, and I will definitely catch you cool cobras later.
Holy diver. Holy diver.
Holy diver.
Don't want to get copyright strike. That belonged to Ronnie James Dio. It was Dio, baby.
And while this is going, I want to personally thank Lord Magicus. Oh!
Vorn.
What was that, Billy?
I want to personally thank you, Lord Magicus. Personally.
I appreciate that.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
I love how he's filming while the city workers there changing the trash bags and the garbage cans at the park.
You're focused on the wrong trash bag, dude.
Yeah, change him.
At least that's what that robot used to say. And now we are here with danger alarms going off all around the world.
Why didn't he wait until the guy was done? Like, what? This had to have been on purpose, right? Like, he set up right in front of the garbage can that this guy just happened to be changing right there the moment he started filming.
Are the spring breakers that are out there corona fornicating? Corona fornication?
Coronicating.
Yeah, coronicating.
Yeah.
Are the coronacators nearby? Are they not in Daytona, were they?
I mean, that's a big place. What's Panama City? That was a big one.
Did they say Daytona in the video though? I can't remember.
I didn't see
Bill
it.
Lives? He's in like Daytona.
He lives in
like,
Florida.
He's got the First Baptist Church of Daytona Beach, Florida patch. So I'm assuming that's his church. I don't know, but I do think that if those kids are there, they need to come cough on mild Bill.
Mine cough?
Mine cough.
You need to mine cough?
Mine cough.
It's kind of like Minecraft, only it's mine cough.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to
because
the
of
mall
coronavirus.
today.
Has the zombie apocalypse finally arrived? Some people seem to think so. Will we soon have bodies piled in the streets and predators robbing our homes? Probably not, but times like this call for common sense and faith in God. Some people are feeling a little bit panicky, and if the internet goes down, real panic will set in. So I'm doing this video immediately. Please pass it to as many as you can. Sadly, we cannot trust the media to give us accurate information.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's the empty career of Mild Bill jangling around in the background.
Everything they say is twisted to give maximum political benefit to the left. So I'm calling all Americans to take this time to get back to where we used to be, a nation under God, a nation that declared to the whole world in God.
His speech is a lot more palpable when there is the actual audible sounds of garbage banging around behind him. It soothes the garbage that he's spewing from his mouth. It like balances it.
We
I
trust.
missed the fucking lamp with like the potato that was powering it underneath the desk. That was the best.
Been a huge push to strip the USA away from her Christian heritage, to tear down every God-commanded restriction on behavior and ethics. The vilest and most horrible sins against God have become national policy of at least half of our political system. And Christians have been warning for years that God's judgment on the sins of America will not wait forever. Is the hand of God on the coronavirus? Of course it is. God has absolute sovereignty over every aspect of life. And God has a history of using plagues to turn the hearts of his people back to him. Amos 4:10 in the Hebrew Scriptures. Now, I'm shortening this a bit, but you'll get the meaning. It says, I sent among you pestilence after the manner of Egypt, yet you did not return to me, says the Lord. Is this referring to the coronavirus? Can't.
Does he really need to lean up against a tree?
Say for sure. I try not to speculate, but it certainly fits biblical history.
To fucking record this?
Yeah.
And God's pattern of judgment on sinful nations. There is no question about it. The hammer of God's justice must fall.
Why not walk to one of those other fucking trees far out of the earshot of this garbage man and start recording there? What the fuck is the point of him hitting record right when the guy's pulling the garbage cans out? Does he not know?
That's what I was saying.
He
But
could have
literally
waited
is
5 minutes and it would have been fine.
Or walked over to the other side of the park and stood next to those other fucking trees back there. Different angle. There's so many options here. Mild Bill is a board-certified idiot. Anything he says or does comes from the mind of a fucking idiot.
On the United States. Our national sins of brutally sacrificing children on the altar of Planned Parenthood and forcing Sodom and Gomorrah perversion on everybody, including our youngest children, is an outrage in the eyes of God. America has been given God Almighty the finger for too long. Now, will the coronavirus be just a slap on the wrist, or will it turn out to be a hammer blow that will shake America to the...
So God gave us the coronavirus to kill all the assholes? Is that what he's saying?
No, man. He gave it to kill all the Christians.
non-believers.
He wants them home in heaven with him.
Core. I don't know. Personally, I think it's time for the hammer blow to crush the demonic evil that has taken over our government, our schools, and yes, most churches. Hebrews 3:15 says, Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts. In the midst of the coronavirus scare, the Holy Spirit of God is speaking to the hearts of men. Repent and believe the gospel. Now is the time for men and women of faith to come out from the sinful false churches and institutions that blaspheme God.
He's the chaplain of the, what is it, the spirit, right, the faith riders?
The face riders?
Yeah.
The 2 Corinthians 6:7.
God, like, isn't he killing everybody with a fucking plague and has a history of doing that? Is that really who you want to put your faith in, to not kill everybody?
That's what he wants. He's in line for that shit.
How the fuck does that make sense?
These people care about one
sense,
book.
like-
They care about one book. I care about 7 books. I'm better than them.
Are they the Harry Potter books?
Can you imagine how absolutely terrifying it must be to live your life like Wild Bill? Like, honestly, like every fucking day you wake up and you have to analyze what's happening in the world according to what you perceive, what narrow fucking perspective you understand the gospel actually fucking is. Every morning you look and you decipher all these things, these immense complexities of the entire global fucking world, and put them into these narrow fucking parameters, and then you try and determine, like, that is what God's will is and how you should respond to God's will. Can you imagine how fucking kneecapped your entire life is? That everything about you and who you are and how you behave and how you conduct yourself is determined by these weird, possibly massively inappropriately determined ideas and symbols. Like, I can't even fucking wrap my head around living like this.
But think about this,
This is
Jeff.
torture.
Think about this. Because you've chosen to live under that torture, you now have a cog community of other people living under that torture that will protect you and hold you up and fuck you over and steal from you and make you repent and regret everything you've done. And this machine
Right.
just takes care of itself. So you got to just live your life ready to die and go to heaven as long as you're within this machine. There's other machines, right, that will raise you through life cradle to grave without much question. This isn't the only one. But like you think from the mind of somebody who thinks freely of a machine. Pretty much, we have our own machines. We subscribe to. Obviously, we're human beings. It's their tribal nature. We got to connect to something. But they get that little cozy bonus of their church or their community holding them together. That's what I like about Christians is the community around it. It can be empowering for a lot of people that would be fucking lost on their own.
And when something is drastically fucked up, so a hardcore supportive Christian fucking community, you got that one fucking dickbag, right? That one fucking dickbag, Bobby's son, Jimmy, and he's like stealing from people, and he's like, snorting a bunch of crank and shit like that. Well, that's just like, well, how do they explain that away? Is that just like, well, that's just Satan infiltrating our otherwise
Satan.
peaceful,
That's Satan.
Can you imagine like how fucking ironic it would be if he ends up dying of coronavirus? Like, is he gonna say that it's God's will to silence his stupid ass?
Yeah, yeah, dude. Oh my god! What's worse though? What's worse though is like if you have this insular community of people and it's all about love and acceptance, or all about trying to feel this and feel that. But what happens if the most faithful perishes violently and terribly and for no reason? They seemingly suffer because of coronavirus and they die. How does a community like that find a way to bounce back from it?
God's
that's
plan.
Fucking crazy.
Somehow it's never God's fault when, the people that are on their side die, but whenever people against them die, oh yeah, God's just doing the fucking work that needs to be done.
That's so fucked up.
You say it's fucked up, Jeff, but you are only human. You can't fathom why God does what he does. Okay?
Oh my God,
his ways are beyond our understanding.
Bro.
His divine plan just involves a lot of mass murder, okay? It's fine.
Our God is a loving, vengeful God, and when he does something against those we hate, we celebrate. We cheer. We tell them, I told you so, because that's the Christian way. But when he takes one of our own, you can't question God. It's just the way he acts. You can only celebrate God like a cheerleader on the sideline of the big game. Not the big,
dude.
Those secular idiots have the big bang. We have the big game, and we cheer our God on any given Sunday.
Man, it's rough, dude. It's so fucking rough.
But in their fucking universe, God is literally both sides of the game. So what the fuck?
I'm just saying, dude, I'm bringing it back to the old school shit, man, what it's all supposed to be about, fucking secularism.
Somebody earlier said, why does Billy hate Christians? And I'll tell you what, I actually love Christians. My entire life is based on love. It's the Christians that use the Christianity to separate themselves from everybody else and try and point fingers at everybody else, to cast stones. That's what I really hate. I don't like the ones that use it as some sort of holier than thou situation. Your Christianity should be something that builds you up and not tears other people down. That's my opinion. I hate when your Christianity tears other people down. But this is what I really hate about Christianity, okay? And this is the secret. This is probably, I shouldn't be giving this away for free. This should be like a private show, all right?
This should be a pay-per-view event.
Christianity is like the fucking Harlem Globetrotters. Satan is the fucking Washington Generals, dude.
Spicy.
It is set up. It is set up. It is a fucking sham. You think Satan is going to come take you away, but God's always there to win. It's completely unfair. The game is rigged. You go to church, you see them do all the cool slam dunks, the layups, the twists, the honky hangover, whatever the fuck they call it when they dunk on the fucking Washington Generals, and you feel good about yourself when you leave, but you just watched a fucking dog and pony show. There was no competition. There was never a chance Satan was going to win. They might give Satan a win once or twice to make you really fear the fact that God's not always going to be there for you. But
nobody's ever under the illusion that Satan is actually going to fucking win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really dropping truth bombs right now.
It's the safest kind of activism.
New
It's the
cockies.
safest kind of religion.
That's just.
We had a run-in with the fucking faggotry inspectors a couple of jobs ago. CSST, safety inspectors. And, you know, I'm not even a real company. I don't even exist, fuck. Like, really. And there's actually no law against doing what I'm doing. And even if there were, I wouldn't give a fuck, man. I'd still fucking find a way to fucking do it. But these guys basically, they came onto our job site 2 weeks ago, and they took up an hour and a half of my fucking time. And of each of our time. So 3 hours of our time, basically. And these guys, man, they fucking nitpicked about everything. Everything. Because I'm fucking head to toe legit, man. All my shit is fucking pristine. Like, I'm a fucking Jippo logger. Like, I reject the fucking union system. I fucking hate that shit.
I fucking hate that shit. I hate the union system.
Yeah, we got to go back to the fucking like 1880s version of, you know, capitalism where people just get abused and they don't have any recourse for that shit.
Right. No. Jippo logger system. That's what we're talking about. Based and red pilled, my dude.
Fucking Gilded Age. Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah, is there there should be an opt-out logging option for people that don't want to be union, and they can just live under whatever the pre-union defined rules were.
Based and red pilled, my dude.
Yeah. Christ.
And I would be all for working for someone else, but all the bosses I've had have been shit. Pure fucking shit, man. They just want fucking slaves, and it's like
this is the does the door close guy, and this is
no, I don't think it does.
The door obviously closes, and this is him from his couch outside, and now he's become does the floor have flooring guy? Is he just on a fucking mound of dirt outside his house with a couch set up? He has a couch in every corner of his house. He had to slide that one into the room so the door couldn't even shut, because he's a guy that needs his fucking couches, and they're couches from every generation. This was his peepaw's couch, you know. Yeah, before he was born, this couch was purchased. It was passed down from peepaw, and that's why it sits in the backyard.
The harder I work, they just want to fucking exploit me. I know, I sound like a fucking communist. Yeah. I'm not a fucking communist.
I'm not a communist. I know I sound like a communist. You know, I just want to tear down unions and I sound like a communist. But I swear, no, they just exploit me, man. It's just the thing,
Yeah, more
man.
Unregulated capitalism. That's going to solve the fucking problem.
Right.
I'm a fucking capitalist. Like, you know, and that's why I fucking left all that shit. And I said, fuck all this red tape. Fuck all these rules and regulations. I'm going to do my own shit. And I'm going to do it my fucking way.
So now when I go to work to log, I haul my couch in on every site, and I sit on my couch on my break, and I eat my sandwich, and I get back up, and I just start chopping down trees with my bare hands, like I'm Jimi Hendrix with that mountain. I don't care. Chop it down with the edge of my hands.
And that's what the fuck I'm doing now. And that's why also, okay, no, whatever. Later on, I'll get into that. But yeah, so these safety inspectors, they fucking show up on my job site as I'm taking down a tree. But I'm like, don't fucking talk to me when I'm in the fucking tree, man. Like, they have a permit to take the tree down. I'm taking it down, that's all you need to know. And they gave me shit because I didn't have pylons up. And he checked.
Oh, they gave me shit because I didn't have things on that were.
Why didn't you have safety pylons on? What the fuck?
Because he doesn't believe in fucking rules or anything. He just fucking went outside and was like, I'm going to cut this tree down.
He's a capitalist.
Wait, what the fuck is your problem? Just put the fucking pylons up and then take the tree.
That would take away from his work.
Damn it.
Yeah. It takes like fucking 3 minutes. Just put the fucking pylons up.
That's 3 minutes he doesn't want to spend.
Red tape than he fucking deserves.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's your fucking problem? Just put the fucking pylons up and take the tree.
Jeff, you don't understand that he's a capitalist.
No.
Oh my fucking god.
He's a capitalist. This red tape, this pylon red tape's only holding
that tree falling on top of him. God.
He's going to tear down 27 trees that day, not 26, Jeff.
It's literally just taking a cone and walking 26 feet away and putting the cone down. And that's it. You put it down and then you take the tree.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to people like me and him, Jeff, because you know why? That doesn't make dollars.
You can't even name one good reason why you'd want to mark out a job site like that. It's just, you can't do it.
Look at bougie Jeff, just wanting to waste time and money on pylons. Wow, Jeff. Is he also in a cult now too? Ooga booga, boogeyman, pylon, boogeyman. Oh.
He checked my harness. He checked my fucking helmet. He checked my pants. He checked my boots. He checked everything. Fucking. Then he checked my ladder. And then he checked that I had a first aid kit, and he...
Yeah, because you weren't using pylons, Deputy Dipshit. He had to double check everything. Because the pylon would be the fucking noticeable problem to start out with. Like, if this guy's not using pylons, and this is an insurance situation, you're violating the insurance claim if you were to get hurt. And then the insurance company wouldn't pay out. And then that would fuck up the entire capitalist agenda here. Because instead of dumping it the fault on the insurance company to pay out, they'd have to do it out of pocket. You're anti-capitalism when you're not going down by the reason we have capitalism and insurance to protect. The reason is fucking pylons.
Do we know where this guy was actually like taking trees? This isn't in my state, was it?
This is Canada. He's a fucking Canadian. That's why his hat says Trump and not MAGA. Yeah.
Checked that I had a fucking fire extinguisher, which I didn't have, so he wrote me up for not having a fire extinguisher.
Okay, so you didn't have pylons, didn't have fire extinguisher. Sounds like you do your job really well. You were just saying this guy's fucking with you for no reason. No, many reasons. You're a fucking slacker, piece of shit. Fuck you, hate you.
There's so many regulations that he takes for granted, like that his water won't poison him and all that kind of shit. Yeah. It's crazy.
That's the
pylons
thing that,
couldn't protect my camera. They can't protect him.
Right. Well, and that's the thing though that like really pisses me off though is like in Oregon in specific, in my fucking state, we have ethical fucking logging. Ethical logging. We've been very carefully and very studiously only taking timber that we can replace in a very small like period of time. Otherwise, we only take timber that's going to be like paper trees or trees that are going to be like readily replaceable. Oregon has more trees now than it has before the timber industry actually showed up in Oregon. We're very good about it. We're very smart. But like this kind of shit pisses me the fuck off. You get these like weird ass wank ass fucking people, these weird fucking redneck dick bags who don't know what ethical logging actually is, just running their fucking mouths. And it makes me fucking mad. It makes me really mad. My state is really smart about this. And this is dumb.
I'm not even mad at him doing the stuff he's doing, like cutting corners and shit. It's stupid. You shouldn't do it. But at least be man enough when you get caught to be like, oh, yeah, man, sorry you caught me. Let's go through everything else so you can write me up and I can be more careful in the future. No, he's whiny bitch complaining about them catching him. You were the whiny bitch that cut the fucking corners, and now you're not man enough to own it, so you complain about them fucking going through and checking all your other shit because you're a fucking mouthy little prick. It's like, I'm cutting a tree, leave me alone. Oh, no, get out of here. Stay out of my country, government. Stay out of my fucking job site, government. Fuck you, dude. You got caught. Deal with it like a man. Don't cry like a fucking bitch. I hate when he cries about women that aren't good enough. These terrible women. You need to be a better man, dude. You're pathetic on every level. I thought it was just with women. It's with your punk ass job too. You cut down trees for a living. Fuck out of here, dude. Follow the fucking rules or shut up when you get caught not doing it. You're such a fucking pussy. You're a bitch-made
the world
motherfucker.
should revolve around him. Like he just fucking wants, everybody to do things his way or not at all.
But that's a lot of people are self-absorbed, right? A lot of people.
Yeah,
are.
absolutely.
But he needs to be humble about it and admit when he fucks up. That's the problem. You can be self-absorbed all you fucking want. Just don't be acting like it's on the entire system set up and not you, dude. You cut the fucking corner, you pussy bitch.
You
Own
can
it.
be self-absorbed all you want.
That fucking attitude is one of my pet peeves.
Billy
I fucking
knows.
hate that shit.
Billy won't criticize that.
I mean, because what are you gonna do? So many people do it, but not everybody's a fucking whiny bitch about it. If you're self-absorbed, be good enough where it's worth being self-absorbed, right?
Right.
Be that fucking good, dude. Be good enough where you should be focused on yourself. Don't be a whiny bitch peckerhead. What a fucking loser, dude. What a garbage loser human piece of shit. And I say that in a jokey way, obviously. I really don't think this guy is, I don't know, worthy of anything other than jokes.
Yeah.
Good job for your fucking crybaby monologue. I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way when someone wants to be the alpha male. I'm so much better than women. I'm so much better than the government. I'm so much better. I'm a capitalist. You're a capitalist, but you ain't fucking making capital gains, dude. You're making cog money.
That shit fucking pisses me off, dude.
It's like the people who are against inheritance tax are like, but what if I make $5 million someday? Isn't that going to be a problem? Like, you're not going to fucking make $5 million. You don't have that kind of talent.
Yeah, if there's a 50% tax on anybody who makes more than $10 million a year, you're probably more likely to make $10 million a year at that point. Okay?
Right.
So these little fucking pipe dream, what if I make $10 you're gonna be more likely to if they tax half the motherfuckers. Because you're gonna have the resources it takes to actually get $10 million. Now you're struggling not to pay Money Tree half your paycheck every month.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This guy's fucking trash. Fucking horrible.
Door in his room does not close. I'm fucking team doesn't close.
It closes.
It doesn't. I fucking drew the diagram. It doesn't close.
You drew the diagram wrong. I drew the diagram too, and it was right. There's a depth of walkway there that's not being accounted for.
And then, because he put words in my mouth that Mark was my employee, and he assumed that because Mark was on the ground that Mark is my slave, but he's not. Like, Mark is my partner. And
your slave? What? Slavery's
so
not legal.
illegally.
Why is he
Mark
sitting
is
on the
supposed to be
floor and not on the
registered
fucking couch?
with CS.
Well, because those
What's
couches.
the point of having a fucking chair if you're
Well,
not going to sit on it?
That's not a sitting couch, okay? That's a fingering couch. All right? When you bring a girl back and you can't bring her in your bedroom.
Oh, stop. He doesn't even get to step one there.
Well, yeah, he's never used it before. That's why he doesn't want to dirty it up.
He
with
bought
his...
it in hopes.
Yeah. When he finally brings Becky back from the bar, sits her fucking fast ass down on the couch because she has a babysitter for the evening. And he gets her home alone, knowing damn well he can't take her inside because Ma's sleeping, can't wake her up, gets her on the porch. He sits her on the golden fingering couch. He's going to leave us alone.
To me, it looks like he lives on the set of a snuff film. I don't know. Like, this shit's kind of weird.
This looks like a fucking horror film set.
His horny little cousin just fucking switches back and forth from masturbating and playing the Deliverance song on the banjo. Yeah, there's just a light fap in the air or a ding 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 ding. That's always the background noise. That and a bug
I
zapper.
feel like Leatherhead's gonna fucking carry a chainsaw through those curtains or whatever in the back.
I wish. I feel like Leatherhead would be on his team though. Hey Leatherhead, let's go get some girls from the bar.
SST, so that if he gets hurt on the job, the government or I have to, or whoever, or taxpayers have to pay him even if he doesn't fucking work. And like if he gets hurt on the job. But if we get hurt on the job, we just don't work until we're better. And you can't see.
What happens if you die on the job?
I got stitches 2 weeks ago, but they're pretty much all healed now. I have a scab. It's fucking healing over. But, you know, it just didn't work. And that's what happens. And I got hurt on the job, and, you know, it's at my own risk. And Mark's my partner. He's not my fucking employee.
You didn't get L&I? Do they have Canadian equivalent of L&I when you get hurt on the job?
Yeah, I think he was just talking about that.
So what's his fucking point?
I don't
You
know.
just want to show his cool scar off?
I guess.
I don't get it. I'm old. I'm confused.
Hey, Jeff, have you seen the promo video for Roll Call yet?
Roll call.
Joe's new
No, I
show,
don't think
Drunken
so.
Peasants presents Roll Call.
Joe's new show. Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah,
Have you seen
no,
the
it's
promo
fantastic.
for it though? Have you seen the
I'm gonna
promo?
call into that show. I want to see you call into Joe's show. It'll be fucking fantastic.
Should we show the promo?
No, you know,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you know
pulling
what,
it up
You
right
know what I
quick
want to
here.
do? What I want to do? I want to actually like take a trip up to Seattle, and I want to do Joe's show with him, like next.
Of
to him.
course.
Yeah,
Of course.
I'd be super into that.
Here it is. Did you ever watch Doug on Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the music to this.
I know.
Why do I have to be naked, Billy? Do what you're told.
It sounds so dirty when you say "do what you're told."
Do what you're told.
Okay. Here's the thing. This, I feel like this is really important.
Who made the video?
Who made the video?
Joe made the video. Joe made the video.
Joe made this.
Oh yeah, of course he did. Here's the thing. Speaking as somebody who has legitimately seen Joe 100% balls ass fucking naked, and been naked with Joe, this is perfect. It's beautiful. I feel like this is a work of art, and I want to participate in every way. I'm super down. Anytime Joe like calls me up and he's like, I need you for this, I will fucking show up.
You know,
hands down.
Someone asked him how he got so hot, and he was like, cystic acne.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, that's
Cystic
pretty,
acne from a dairy allergy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fair actually. That's pretty fair because Joe obviously comes from like not necessarily the world's most amazing situation of fine physicality. He's the perfect mesh between like terrible disaster and horrible allergies that just make him like the hottest motherfucker on the planet. That's just what Joe is.
Interesting.
It's okay. It is. I don't make the fucking rules, dude. I don't make the rules.
But if you guys would like to call into an episode of Joe's Roll Call, next one, April 5th, just sign up for our Discord server.
Link in the description.
People will get ready to get in the lineup, go live, talk to each other while you're waiting. And then Ben will pull you on during the episode, and you can ask Joe stupid questions with snappy answers.
It got intense on the last episode because he was arguing with, I guess, a Native American person from Alaska, and Joe called him a few choice terms.
If there is a God in heaven, I will be in Seattle and I will be literally in Joe's lab while he answers questions in the next iteration.
He was like,
of
"Show
this."
me your igloo."
Yeah.
Have you talked to Asterios since last episode?
No, why?
We should probably check in on him.
Why? What's wrong?
He gave his phone number out on the show.
Oh, that's probably like some like decoy phone number.
No, it's his.
No, it's not. It's actually his number for his show.
And Joe found it.
Yeah.
And Stereos, if you're watching somehow, sorry about that. Joe sent him like a full-on nude during the show.
That's what happens when you put your phone number out there.
But it's Joe.
I do
So that means it was a good picture.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good.
Joe.
Joe's show
good.
is just like the information segment on speed. It's great.
Joe.
So much to learn.
Good.
He's a man of great wisdom.
You know, I don't agree with making fun of Inuits just because they're a small ethnic group. If you're going to make fun of any small ethnic group, make it Amish people because at least you're sure they're not watching, right?
You would hope.
But no. They do. They watch.
Rumspringa.
They watch internet shows.
Rumspringa?
No, they don't.
Woo!
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
do not watch it.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
They
fucking
don't watch
do.
YouTube.
Yes, they fucking do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Jeff is the king of making statements and not explaining them.
Right.
Yes, but look, yes, they do. Yes, they do. I know this for a fact because I was
I've heard you say yes, they do. Enough times. Explain it.
Because I was researching anti-vax shit, and they do actually watch and they do pay attention.
Amish
they do pay
people do
attention
not
to all-
watch. They
yes,
don't.
yes, they fucking. If
Dude,
it has
I
something
grew
to do
up
with,
near Amish people.
If it has something to do with Amish people, yes, they fucking do. They pay attention. Yes, they do.
They're not
Yes,
even allowed
they
to have
do.
their photo taken.
Do they have people who are like...
It's not about the religiosity. It's about them maintaining and making sure that there's a safety inside the community. They do pay attention to it.
Is it like a security? Is it like a security department?
People are saying I've seen Amish with cell phones. No, that was not a true Amish person. That was a Mennonite. They're not the same thing.
Ben doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Ben's running his mouth about something that he doesn't even understand.
I don't
You don't even
know.
understand.
I don't know either way what the Amish do. All I know is I heard they do a lot of soaking, where they just slide their penises into the vagina and don't move them around, so they can remain virgins until marriage.
Here's the thing. Amish people, Mennonite people, all these different types of people. If there's a reason,
they're called Anabaptists.
if there's a reason for them to have to pay attention to modern day internet or interest for some reason, if they have to pay attention, they will, and then when they're done, then they cut it free.
They're not all the same though. They have different rules. They're all Anabaptists, which means all of their religions originally formed because they didn't want to baptize people before they felt they reached like a physical maturity. That's why they do like Rumspringa in the early teens.
They all pay attention exactly to the things that are going to have to be things that otherwise might impact their community. They pay attention. It's not like these are like country bumpkins who are not going to pay attention to the fact that
they won't even buy like a vehicle and drive it themselves. They'll hire a driver that's not Amish to drive them around.
I get it. But like when the massive summer blockbuster of what was it called, like Summer Trip or some shit? That fucking
why we got so many drunk motherfuckers on this show?
Sex Drive, is that what you're thinking of?
Sex Drive.
I love that movie. It's great.
Yes, and that's a great movie. It's a great movie, and the Amish, historically speaking, the Amish actually really like that movie too. They think it's really funny, but when that movie was coming out, they knew it was coming out because the people who made the movie talked to the Amish community and were like, well, hey, this is coming out. This is what it's going to look like. They did a screening for the Amish community, and they were like, okay, cool. And they watched it, and it was fine. What I'm trying to say is, like, you have this idea that these communities, these like Mennonite or Amish or whatever kind of communities,
they're not the same.
Like, that you have this idea that they are not paying attention to these things happening in the world, but they do know they pay attention, they let them happen, and then they just ignore them after the fact. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
I love how this conversation came about because Ben told a shitty joke.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying, like the Mennonites and the Amish communities, they all fucking know when these jokes are being fucking made, and they're just like, yeah, all right.
Ben's like the one time I shoot my shot and tell a joke. It gets fucking mansplained for 48 minutes. Ben's going back to manning the keyboard. He's done. He's defeated.
I'm sorry. I love you, Ben. It's all right. No, you're fine. I love you. You're great.
We all
You
love
just
each
don't know what
other.
the fuck you're talking about when it comes to Amish people. And whether or not wrestling's fake.
Whoa.
Oh, I love it. It's just like,
They should have WrestleMania in Amish country.
They should have it in Jeff's backyard, and Jeff's the only person watching it going, that's fake. That was fake that you just did.
Yeah, but they have to have like a giant Thanksgiving meal for that.
WrestleMania is in Festus this
Oh my
season.
God. After a Thanksgiving-style meal.
Yes.
Rolls, pumpkin pie.
Rolls, pumpkin pie, count of whoop ass.
The most delicious.
Not tell the show.
That'd be really funny.
For those of you that didn't follow the private show Tuesday night, I'm gonna say publicly I was taking a diarrhea in between the private show and the regular show, and I got a message on Discord from Brett Keane.
Yeah.
And
and by the way, the Locust God, you're right. Jeff is just he just loves to disagree. You brought up the Kubrick thing too. Yeah. He'll just fucking he just can't help it. He'll just disagree and he'll go, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
No.
Good argument, Jeff Holiday.
Brett said, "Hey Billy, I've decided to remove you ass from friends. Friends keep in touch. You're not a good friend." And I tried to respond, "Sorry, Brett," but he'd already removed me.
Oh no!
Aren't there to support me in my time of need situation. What kind of friend are you, Billy?
I got unfriended on St. Patty's Day.
What a bad friend you are, Billy.
I feel really bad.
Can't believe that he just abandoned me situation.
I love how Ben had to find somebody talking about Kubrick to like try and salvage my criticisms. It's fine. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
Billy wasn't a sweet boy.
I gotta say, you were neither a good friend or a sweet boy.
Billy, how dare you?
No.
I wouldn't even share my mac and cheese with him.
Damn it. If I show up to his house with a full Thanksgiving meal, do you think that he's going to want to fight me?
I'll fight you and all your friends and right in a row. I just need like a 5-minute break between each one.
Kubrick wasn't that good.
You can even cover me in chicken shit.
You just love to have the other opinion. It's so weird.
Actually, no. Kubrick was great, but
oh god,
The Shining was not that good. Specifically,
Why not?
The Shining wasn't.
Why not?
Why? Actually, I can sum it up actually really, really simple. Kubrick did not have any respect or love for the source material. He kind of shit all over it. He fucked up the main female protagonist's role quite a bit. And he shit all over it, and he tortured that poor woman unnecessarily because she was supposed to be the source of strength in the story, and he didn't care.
Yeah.
That's like the main things that I have a problem with when it comes to The Shining. I do think it's a brilliant movie. It's really well shot. It's incredible. It's a really incredible film. But
so you don't like The Shining because you prefer the book?
I love and appreciate The Shining for what it is as an experience, as a movie. Yeah. I think it's brilliant. It is.
So it's
brilliant.
A great movie. It's a brilliant movie.
Oh, dude, no, it's a brilliant movie, and it is one of the best movies ever made. It is.
Okay.
That is not what you were saying.
You're doing a really good job of explaining why it's a shit film.
I've never said that The Shining was a shit film. I never said it was a shit film. I've always said it's a brilliant movie. It's a brilliant film. It's immaculately conceived. But when it comes down to it, I still have a very serious problem with it because Kubrick did not appreciate, and he did shit all over
Jeff
the source material.
Holiday's biggest kink is going on the internet and saying shit that he knows will make people spurg at him, so he can pretend to take the other position and continue to argue with them.
I don't.
Yeah, see, Ben just wants there to be some sort of conflict, but there's not a conflict there. I think
You're the one that's always arguing with people. How do I want there to be a conflict?
Well, everybody just has to either like it or hate it, dude. Whatever. Nobody can
What do
have
you
a
think
new
about Kubrick adding the incest storyline into the film?
Into the Shining?
The Shining, yeah, where little Danny's getting humped by Papa.
Was that a thing?
It's very underlying. The people who study it, in the beginning, he's reading a Playgirl, and on the cover of Playgirl, it references incest between parent-children, and Kubrick's not the type to just add in random things, right?
Everything is very explicitly intentional. Yeah. No,
so
I get it.
there's this whole idea that Kubrick snuck that in there as an extra layer of messed up.
Sure, I get that.
You know what? I love that Star Trek Picard. That's a pretty great show.
No, shut up, Ben.
What?
I think it's entertaining, but I don't.
I enjoy it.
Writing on it.
Just shut the fuck up.
I've enjoyed it. No, I have legitimately enjoed it.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong about that one. But
See?
I'm
wrong that I enjoy it.
Like I've been trying to say for a long time. Kubrick made an incredible film, but the things that make me upset and that I don't like is that he was very dismissive of the source material, and I did actually really love the source material, and that's the thing that makes me
Stabby McHugs. It just said Picard has been good. Grady C. Picard is okay.
Now that we've addressed
how many people? Let's all hear about how much everybody loves Star Trek Picard. Damn.
I think it's entertaining. I just don't think it's as good as Next Generation.
Of course.
It was never going to.
No one's saying that, though. Nobody's saying that.
I like watching it every week.
Yep, I watch it every week. I got goosebumps the one episode because, when Picard and Riker saw each other again for the first time in 2 decades, that was pretty cool.
I like seeing Hugh. Hugh was really cool.
Yeah. Yep. What's your favorite part, Jeff?
Of Star Trek Picard. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I would love to talk about Star Trek Picard. My favorite part is when it is not actually on. That's my favorite part. Look. Okay. Let's stop for a minute and let's examine this whole problem. Okay, the whole basis for the story of Star Trek Picard comes from this idea that there is, for some reason, daughters of Data, right? Daughters of Data.
I mean, daughters meaning he designed and built them, right?
No.
They've kind of wavered on that a little bit.
And that's not where they come from. The first 3 episodes in this fucking series say that the daughters of Data, Dosh and Soji, are replicated from a positron from Data's neural positronic net. Okay? What's a positron, Ben? What's a positron?
I think it's the stuff that his mind was made up of, correct? And I also read a book a long time ago called The Positronic Man, which is...
I'll make a positronic man out of you.
But wouldn't Data have had to design it because he did the painting of them?
This is really fucking important, okay? This is really fucking important. What's a positron, Ben?
Who cares? What does it have to do with me liking a show?
That's literally what these 2 women are supposed to be grown from. What's a positron?
It's the equivalent of a little sperm cell.
A particle of an atom.
Okay.
One particle of one atom.
Yeah.
Do you know how many atoms it takes to create DNA?
Well, yeah, of course. They had to put the positron into an egg, and it incubated, and it went further. That's just so the positronic line goes back to Data's DNA, my dude.
Sense, Billy. That's like saying one nail in an entire deck is going to teach you how to build an entire fucking county's worth of buildings.
Well, that's where it begins. That's where it begins. That little sperm cell and the millions of other spermies that gets into the egg, that seems like nothing.
They've even clarified how these girls were created anyway.
They took a positron from Data.
They haven't actually shown how they were created yet.
It was a positron.
You're right.
The idea, I think, is just like digital DNA, basically, but they never really explain how that kind of works.
Because
You're right. You're right, and Ben
because
is right
synthetic
too.
organisms were reaching like sentience, they were like evolving on the older Star Trek shows, but then that's been halted in Picard because they've all been made illegal because of the Mars colony disaster that happened.
Okay, but no, you're right. So both of you guys are totally right. It obviously was a misspeak or a misunderstanding of them trying to explain how this whole thing is supposed to actually happen. Yeah. It's just interesting because it starts in episode 6. They stopped calling it a positron, in which they generated these new synthetics from, and instead it was a neuron. Now it's a neuron. A neuron, one single neuron from Data grew these new synthetics. An entire fucking planet was grown from neurons from Data. When did Data have neurons? Do you know what a neuron is? Whoa. A neuron is actually a neurological cell. A very complex series.
I mean, he was fitted with organic material in Insurrection.
Oh. Yeah, it's skin. He got skin in Insurrection. Skin, not neurons. Skin.
Would it have made you happier if they just made up a new word for whatever the cell was?
How did they make him feel the skin without other components?
So, let's say for some random ass reason. Like when he was getting fitted with like skin, they were like, well, we're also going to imprint randomly a biological DNA encoding into
we don't know what all they did to him. He died shortly after that.
That's what they're going to grow from. Okay, all right, fine.
That makes sense. I said Insurrection, but I meant Nemesis, by the way. I misspoke there.
It's fine. So Soji and her sister are grown from these types of things. Okay, that might be fine. There are some problems, though.
Billy, quit no-selling us. Holy shit. You're like the ultimate warrior of podcasts.
I was taking a little nap.
All right.
Why am I thinking so hard about this? Because this is the biggest pile of dog shit on the planet.
So how do you feel about when someone like micro-analyzes a show like this?
I could care less.
This is Star Trek! It's fucking Star Trek!
There's so many plot holes in old Star Trek, too.
Yeah, I don't even...
Yeah.
Want to micro-analyze...
It's actually kind of faithful to the original like that.
Reboot Lost! Reboot Lost! Reboot Star Wars!
There's already... it's not a reboot, it's a sequel.
What Star Trek is about! The whole fucking series is about micro-analyzing shit!
No, is Star Trek considered science fiction?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
So we're ignoring the fiction part for the science part here in Jeff's argument.
Mm-hmm.
It has to make sense.
Does it have to?
No, it doesn't. It does not always make sense.
Here's why it doesn't.
Really
no, Jeff.
They
Here's why
have
it doesn't.
A character that's fucking omnipotent on the show.
Here's why it doesn't have to make sense. This is why it doesn't have to make sense, Jeff. This world is not built upon your stance and logic. It's not built on the logic that you know. It's built on the logic that they know. And they're not going to...
It's upon the basic logic of everything that we've ever... Look, the original series, Star Trek The Next Generation, and DS9, and Voyager, even Enterprise, were all built upon our basic understanding, predispositions around science. That is what is...
There's like supernatural shit in Star Trek too.
I know it's not. No, it's not. Even things like DS9, the whole prophets are wormhole aliens.
What about
There is
Q?
Yeah, Q.
Q vastly advanced, a vastly advanced organism that can bend by his own effect. Of course.
I mean, have they?
There's science behind that. It's not the laws of physics only apply to those.
He's
with physical
literally supernatural. He's
limitations.
like the living definition of supernatural.
Sounds like.
The problem is this: Star Trek has never taken an idea and then tried to make that idea work with science. Instead, they always tried to take like an idea rooted in science and make it work with a cool story. That's the problem. What the biggest problem is right now is Alex Kurtzman does not give a fuck about what Star Trek actually was. And fine. If people like the new Star Trek, okay, cool. Enjoy it. It's fine. Enjoy it.
I don't agree that that's true, because I think sometimes it's also based on like the underlying morals and philosophy of it. And I think the series right now is trying to explore the concept of, we decided back in like Next Generation, there's supposed to be equality for synthetic life forms, but now we've gone back on it and it's going to end up biting us in the ass because we haven't learned from our past mistakes. So, like, I think that's way more true to, like, what Star Trek is than, like, the fucking science part of it.
What do you mean, though?
What I mean, like, if you watch, like, Next Generation, one of the things that makes it so great is that a lot of the episodes are just based on, like, moral conundrums and then, like, philosophical lessons and stuff. And I think part of what Picard is doing is they're analyzing, okay, well, we had this scenario back in Next Generation where we decided, you know what, Data should be treated as a human being because synthetic life forms should be equal to life. And now in this series, they have gone back on that and they've totally fucked up, and now they're going to have to experience the consequences of fucking up and not, staying true to that moral lesson.
Okay, I like, and you know what? If that was the overarching vibe that I felt coming off this series, yeah, I'd be fine with analyzing and experiencing that and trying to like, take an adventure off of that launching point. I think that'd be great.
I think that's kind of like Picard's entire character arc so far.
No, but
he resigned over that, and like now he ran away from it instead of trying to like face it.
Here's the problem, though. Whoever the fuck it is that Patrick Stewart thinks he's portraying right now has nothing to do with the character Picard. It has nothing to do with Picard at the beginning at all. It is a fucking abomination from it. And whatever notions they had about trying to like take very special care to like delve into these deep philosophical concepts is utterly brutalized and raped by the fact that the person who's trying to write this sort of thing is just looking for an excuse to put somebody in a mech suit with fucking wings on it so they can go out and have a big pew pew fucking space battle. Pew pew. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck about it. Nobody gives a shit about these deeper psychological fucking questions. Nobody cares. You can't tell me that Alex Kurtzman gives a fuck about getting deep into the deeper like psychological method of this kind of shit. He doesn't care. Do you honestly think he cares?
We don't care if they want to tell a story. We want them to tell the story we want to hear. We want our story told, not theirs.
I don't want to judge it until we've at least reached the end of the season. I haven't.
Did you watch the end of season 2 of Discovery?
We should go to the post show and continue this conversation.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
We should go. We should go to the post show and discontinue this conversation.
All right, we're going to go to the post show. The link is up everywhere. We're going directly over there.
Hey, everybody who wanted some resolution to this story live on this episode, so sorry you didn't get it. I swear to oh yeah, we got Streamlabs too.
Yeah.
Jesus Louises. You guys are catching me slipping in my old age. By the way, I want to say something. This is episode 701. All right.
I hate you.
In 10 episodes, we're going to have episode 711, and I would love it if our fans gave us fun, cute videos with like Slurpees or at 7-Eleven shout outs. If you see a Yoda on a product, do a stupid little inside joke at 7-Eleven. And it's not because we're sponsored by 7-Eleven yet. Let's get a 7-Eleven sponsorship, Ben. You guys, let's do it for episode 7-Eleven.
God. Sorry, literally at the end of season 2 Star Trek Discovery, they put that girl in a fucking mech suit with wings, and she goes out to have a giant
I give Picard
fucking...
like
I'm not
3 and
defending
3/4 stars out of 5.
I know you're not defending it, but that's the fucking writer who is also writing Picard.
Out of
that's
5
what I'm
stars, Jeff. Out of 5 stars, what do you give Picard? I give it 3 3/4.
I give it fucking half an asshole's deep-seated, nasty, vile, maggot-covered itch.
Like
Hello,
if
darkness, my old friend.
if TNG is 4 3/4 and DS9 is 5.
We're talking
In
about
my
Star
opinion.
Trek again.
Give Picard like half a fucking inch, dude. Like
My
half
interest
a.
here is slowly fading.
I think I give it 3.
These Star Trek
think
fans
three's
are
fair.
only falating.
No, let's read our Streamlabs. We don't want to forget.
Vladimir
Good, good.
Dragunov gave us a strict fucking super chat. Said, fun fact, the tall spikes on the Stegosaurus are called thagomizers, and there's fossil evidence that at least one Allosaurus took a direct hit to the crotch from them. That's actually pretty fucking cool. Damn. Poor Allosaurus.
If Picard was not a Star Trek show, what would I rate it? I would give it a 2 out of 5. It's pretty, but it's still shit sci-fi. It's not
Young
good.
Bill
Not
Fridge said Lord Magicus is the best guest we've ever had, and we should definitely have him on again for realsies. For realsies.
Oh, that's so nice of you, Billy.
Yeah, well, that was Young Bill Fridge. Thank you, Young Bill Fridge. Thank you. Hypothesis. But yeah, we should have Lord Magicus forever. Lord Magicus for 19th Peasant. Hypothesis said Jeff should take his pants off to become Cox Holiday. Hypothesis says, how much cringe must one weigh to be in the cringerweight division? Hypothesis said, remember when the founder of Ring of Honor was on To Catch a Predator? Yeah, it was RF, Rob Feinstein. RF Video, Rob Feinstein got caught on Chris Hansen's How to Catch a Predator. Predator-ing around. Why do that? Don't do that. Don't do that. And then...
Oh yeah, 20 minutes until we could play Doom Eternal. Oh my
Ramiel
god.
said pour one for the healthcare workers.
Yeah, pour it out.
Pour them, baby. Pour one, baby.
20 minutes until we get to play some fucking Doom
will.
Eternal.
I'm thinking about buying a fucking like prop replica of the Crucible sword because that thing is fucking awesome.
Yes, dude. Holy
I saw one on
shit.
it's like on eBay for like $150 and I'm
Is it?
really tempted to fucking buy it.
See, like I get shit all the fucking time from people like, Jeff, you don't like anything. You're just a fucking elitist. Blah 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 blah. Like Doom Eternal, Doom anything.
I
Doom,
fucking
Is that all of them?
Yeah, we're gonna send us your 7-Eleven videos. Seriously, episode 7-Eleven is gonna be fucking litty. It's gonna be all 7-Eleven content.
The post show. How do they get the post show?
If you got the post show, you could be a $10 or above patron of the Drunken Peasants Patreon. And that includes Subscribe Star. Or if you're a member of our YouTube channel, the YouTube members also get access to the post shows. That's one of their perks.
Hey, don't listen to the rest of these fucking cucks, man. Red Letter Media is with me. Star Trek Picard is a pile of shit. Fuck
Appeal to
Picard.
authority fallacy.
Or do like
Appeal
I
to
do.
authority. You know what? If I'm gonna stand against you chuckle fucks with Red Letter Media, I will do so. I don't fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm cool with that.
Or don't watch it at all. I really could care less. I could care more, actually.
Bad.
is the
Go
statement.
watch DS9, dude. DS9 is still the superior Star Trek
Or
anyway.
go
It's-
watch-
I am
I'm
in
not
the middle,
saying
I am
it's
in the
even
middle of watching it and I really like DS9 a lot. So.
I'm not even
DS9
saying
is
it's a
the shit.
competition.
Yeah,
Or
fuck yes.
or download
It is a
YouTube
competition,
Red.
Ben. Shut the fuck up.
Download YouTube Red and watch via Brave browser our past Drunken Peasants episodes. Everybody watching right now, rewatch every episode with extreme top monetization turned on. That's better than putting your fucking time into viewing some Star Trek. Who cares about making Gene Roddenberry's family rich?
All right. Post show.
Post show, everybody. All right.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.